Eternal Joker taking up that 5th slot.
Yeah. And like the issue is like if you buy the Eternal, sometimes you're rewarded because there's no other Econ Joker, but sometimes you get immediately punished because like let's say you buy an Eternal faceless Joker and then next roll is a mail-in rebate, right? Oh, and we're gonna start already. Both players hopping in real quick.
All right, nothing too interesting on the skips here by the looks of things. I expect both players to jump into the small blind, of course. No rewards for the... Is it no rewards for the small blind?
Yes, that's correct.
On Black Stake?
That's one of the debuffs. Maybe red stakes debuff. Right before Black Stake, so we'll have a little less money to play with for these players. I think we saw Belanos even like thinking about this skip tag, even though generally most people would like just not even care. Bear, very methodical, always thinks of like all the options. We'll get out in one, actually.
Yeah, there's enough diamonds there if you go looking for them. With the extra discard, it is a little easier to get through, but Skoot, you're going to get out with Broadway instead, which is just as viable for getting out in one. And here we are, an Eternal Trading card. You can see Belanos Bear making that decision. Like, it's going to be a really good card. It's going to be economy. It's going to thin the deck, but at the end game, you're not going to be able to sell it and change to a scoring Joker. And so do you commit to this now?
Absolutely.
Or do you open the Buffoon pack?
I mean,
credit
just
card, so
looking at this Eternal Trading card, it feels so hard to pick up. I would imagine we're going to skip it, but we could see that kind of line.
And we do pick up the credit card because it's free money if you don't get into debt.
Okay, doesn't cost anything. Both players. Okay, here we go. Scooty buys the Eternal Trading card with the money, with the extra money leeway from the credit card. So 2 cards plus a hologram on Scooty's side, and this is very interesting. Scooty has made a very, very tough choice to basically go down a Joker slot for this early econ, early deck fixing.
Right, both players getting through with not much problem. But obviously, they had no scoring Joker there, so I had to spend 2 hands to get out. Now, card sharp, often taken by players that know they're going to be playing. Oh, Red Seal Jack is very big. You almost certainly pick that up. Card sharp, good for scoring early, but then kind of falls off later on.
Definitely would be a strong tempo line. Scooty's actually going to open up the pack only, and then content with the Red Seal Jack just leaves. I don't think this this shop is very easy to navigate because you've got hologram. You want to buy both packs.
Yeah, but you also don't want to kind of drive yourself down into too much debt because it's really hard to get out of debt sometime. Hanging Chad coming up, and both players will almost certainly be taking that. No doubt.
Yeah, Bear actually taking a look at this choice between the Blue Seal and the Red Seal. I was gonna mention it. Sure, it's a Red Seal Jack, but like, just thinking about the value that this Blue Seal Gold card could bring, it makes a choice a little tougher. I do think I would default to the Red Seal, or like choose the Red Seal in the end, but I could see the line where you take the Gold Blue Seal.
Yeah, the gold's going to be your extra cash, and if you can get that Blue Seal consistently with card sharp, maybe you kind of think about going into the pair or the high card build for a while, but unless you do find kind of the scope for those builds is much narrower than the retrigger builds that we're also fond of over here.
Yeah. Bear will take the Red Seal eventually. Both players with 1 Red Seal Jack in their deck, but I mean, look at the deck size right now. Scooty at 50 with a good amount of money more than Bear. Of course, Bear's gonna...
He's gonna need to find some scoring though. He might not get out of this blind with 900 points if he's not careful. I know he's holding those jacks.
As the star up top. What is Scooty gonna
quad aces will get there.
Okay, perfect. 4 of a kind aces. Scores 700 by itself, and we've got the Chad as well. Alright, but we definitely need scoring now, because we can't reliably get 4 of a kinds. No scoring is in this shop for Skoot. I feel like ooh, Foil Jack is pretty nice. When Scooty did buy the the pack and got the red seal jack. There was an option to also pick up like just a mad joker. Neither player decided they wanted it. Just that little base of flat mult.
Now, do you ever think about taking certificate here? Because especially with trading card, we can kind of take the seals, cull out the basic cards.
I think I'd take it
And
because
it's gonna
we've
do
got
it.
the temperance up top, so it pays for itself. Only problem is I'm afraid of dying.
And Scooty sells the star card to get to $10, but does
Really?
not buy the voucher. Obviously, this is the big blind, so we can get
Yeah.
a couple of dollars of interest and then go into the big blind and buy the voucher, which I expect the players to because it's a solid one to have.
Absolutely. A little surprising. I thought he would hold on to the star for a bit longer. Maybe have the opportunity for a flush house.
Yeah, or even just I guess you're getting $1 out of, because you went from $9 to 10. Obviously,
Yeah.
he didn't know he was going to get that $3. No, he would know he was going to
Yeah,
get
because
$3 in trading
he's
cards.
got trading
so
card, right?
he would be on 12 and have the opportunity to even just to block it in the shop if it comes back around again.
Well,
Well, I've
Scooter's
been
going to
looking
find
for the
this
5
4
of
of
a
a
kind
kind.
play here.
As the 4 of a kind with the stone and the foil, so should get out. Especially with the Chad. Both players obviously getting this purple seal 4, which got Scooty a stone. Well, it'll be the same for Bear, right? Yes, the tower here. All right, here's some scoring. Foil smiley face when we're building jacks with the red seal jack. Absolutely.
And you can get rid of that credit card now because we've found some economy
Yep.
in a temperance and a hermit.
And here, like the trading card is paying off for Scooty already. Look at Bear's money at the start of this big blind.
Yeah, and his deck is now 54 cards. Obviously picked up a couple from packs, but no way of thinning yet. And so if he's going to take even more cards with certificate, it might find some good cards, but it's going to be harder to get those to pay off.
Yeah.
And is he going to be able to take this smiley face? Because if he sells the credit card, he won't have enough ability to go into debt to take it.
Yeah. Bear has to make a tough choice here on how to get the smiley face. Obviously, very low chance of picking him this voucher at $3 with the smiley face. We actually saw Scooty sold the certificate on their side, so it might be a certificate sell on Bear's side as well. But yeah, Scooty just opened up every pack to buy it all thanks to this trading card. Another star here.
Yeah, the players could have really moved into some diamonds by this point, but it looks like neither of them are kind of committing to that suit in any particular way so far. Obviously, because Bear is holding it, he can still use it perhaps for a flush house somewhere along the line. But
I think that star was the one that that Scooty sold. They just simply had more money because they and it opened the pack sooner, I believe. Now is Bear gonna buy this voucher? Negative $15 if we buy the voucher here compared to
such a hole to climb out of.
Holy, and look at Scooty's at positive 14. It's definitely gonna be a long grind.
Yeah, and the way things are looking, I'm expecting Belanos to take this life just for having card sharp, because there are other scoring components to shared among both players. So obviously Scooty has a justice card, but maybe that on a face card could win this round, but then you'd be risking that one glass card that you have, and I don't know whether he'll want to make that risk already. Probably waiting to find that red seal jack, in fact, to play it.
Absolutely. I would imagine that the glass is going straight on the red seal glass, or on the red seal jack. I can't see Scooty just tossing it out, especially for the first PvP.
Now, it's interesting that Bear has drawn that jack in his opening hand.
Actually, no glass here because they just didn't have the money to purchase a glass. What are we looking for if we're Bear? Because we have the card sharp, so we want to play the same hand type. Like they'll just use a tower. Is it possible we go flush into flush? We do have the star as well.
Oh, the overlay is updated. We now have
the
deck
interview.
previews.
It is a new overlay where we can see the decks of both players and what is remaining. And you see now that Scooty has played nearly all their hands and discards, you can see how small their deck is.
And he is going to commit this glass jack to the non-red seal jack.
I don't mind this, taking the early life using a glass. Obviously, we're not risking red seal with this. We do have Chad. It would have broken, so it would have been a disaster on the red seal. Can Bear catch up to this score? They have another flush here, and with Star up top, they might be able to get a third flush.
They're going to need it. They can do it.
A third flush would be another 13k around, so 30. They would need to find something else after.
Only changing 2 of the diamonds so that they can hopefully find either more clubs or more hearts rather than holding an extra diamond that isn't going to help them.
15k, and only need 2,000 and they find the flush. That should get there just off of the base mult times 3. Oh no, it doesn't actually.
Wow.
A difference of 400? Because there were no face cards in that. It's rough, but honestly, maybe this is a boon in disguise. Because now Bear picked up some comeback money. And, well, he's sitting at -3, so it's not that comfortable. But it's better than the -15 he was at before.
And I think in the flush that he played second to last, there were 2 face cards in it. And he hadn't used the star card yet. But then he played hearts in the last hand, so... Yeah. I guess that wasn't going to help him out, was it? That's me misremembering.
He played hearts, but he just didn't. Were any of them hearts? I think the cards that he changed weren't hearts, so there was just no way to get to the win there. Even if he drew the last flush there, I think. And I mean, right now, Bear, very much thinking about this skip. And $11. There's one way to get out of the hole. There's no guarantee we'll ever find another way to get out. The Econ Jokers have been very light this game. Trading card, essentially the only one that we've seen.
Let's see, is there there's no spectral pack in the shop after the small blinds, so no Wraith to get rid of that debt that he'd be missing out on, because that would be tragic if he did skip it only to find an out that he missed.
Okay, here's some
Gem
Econ.
would be a way.
Gem with the Chad. Maybe Scooty shouldn't have sold that star card too quickly. Plenty of other value though. The hallucination is hitting a lot. It's kind of rivaling the fact that Bear has an extra purple seal because they kept the certificate. But I mean, full hermit into full hermit for Scooty here. Looking worse and worse for Bear, and they didn't skip. They're gonna play the blind out. Temperance will help. We're at $1, huge, very, very large. Scooties have $50. They're thinking about a luxury tribe pickup for 8.
Yeah, and Scooty already spent $30 more and holding 50 more. Compared to Bear's total spend of 53 right now.
Getting absolutely rewarded for this eternal trading card pickup. I think Dr. Spectre would be proud. Any lucky hits on this?
Doctor's proud of all of us.
That might be true.
He does get a cash hit. $21 now he's sitting on.
Oh, he does get the $20 from the lucky hit. Okay, well, I mean, that's like now the trading card doesn't matter. Well, I mean, the trading card still matters, but you know, no, at least Bear can finally get out of this credit card. That's huge.
But let's also look at these deck sizes. Scooty at 49, Bear at 58.
Yeah, absolutely. Would be play a here's a $20 hit for Scooty. Well, not too far off. Here's a glass card. And it's not like Scooty's in that good of a spot right now, because of course they want to buy both of these packs. Get the Hermit here. Ooh, the family. Be very good for Scooty here to take a lot of extra times molt that Bear may not be able to see because they don't have the money to roll.
Now we've added some jacks on Scooty's side and lost one to glass, so
There's
he
a
gonna
strength
these
for more
10s?
jacks. 2 10s with the strength? Come on. Yes, yes. I love seeing 10s getting strengthened into jacks. It speaks to my 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind soul.
And 4 of a kind at level 4 as well.
Wow.
So,
holy crap. Actually, this is going to be really hard for Bear to even like contest level 4 4 of a kind with this many jacks. And this small of a deck too.
and we can see in that shop, Scooty rolled 7 times, or at least this blind rather.
They didn't pick up the chariot, surprisingly. I thought they, especially going to the PvP, that's an easy way to get a little extra molt. Especially because you're running Smiley Face and Mars as your molt, so it does like just affect everything. You'll just get 1.5 and maybe Fool for another 1.5.
There is the use of the timer, a mandatory mechanic according to the rules of the league. So we need to keep these games not lasting 5 hours apiece, and so it's
mandatory
not often that it happens, but
quotation mark for sometimes.
Yeah,
I know I don't use it all the time.
I think it's seeing a lot more use this season than in past seasons.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
The commissioner has been advocating for its use, I believe.
Well, some of these streams, I know that we had last week the mod updated in the middle of the round.
Oh,
and we lost the whole game.
Oh, that sucks.
And so we played a full round, lost the second game after 3 lives, played the whole second game, played the whole third game, and so it was getting on for a long old match. Not to be contested, of course, with season 1's final, where I think Ruffle played for something like 9 hours in a row on a Saturday or something.
I mean, I was there playing, and Ruffle got a break because he was the first semifinals, if I may say.
I see.
I was playing for quite a long time. It was fun, but unfortunately, I was making a few mistakes. Stamina does play a factor in some of these games. So.
It does get tough. Like, there's so many decisions to make, and then you get decision fatigue, or you start making small mistakes that then start to add up and snowball. It can be very tricky.
And especially like if you're fresh, like it's easier to kind of like shrug off some of those mistakes. But if you've been playing for a while, it's a bit harder. It could really affect how future goes. So, Bear will sell it
out of the certificate.
Yep. Picks up a turtle bean.
And now a polychrome drunkard.
Ooh.
A quick pivot.
Gonna pick up the polychrome drunkard for the extra 1.5x molt. Similar to bean, drunkard obviously can help you make your hand. But we'll see.
Yeah, 5 discards lets you see half the deck.
Yeah. I mean, right now, Scooty just has this family plus 4 of a kind jacks, and with the amount of levels, I don't even know. Maybe Bear would need multiple flushes and using the glass. Of course, this glass is going to help a lot. Level 3 flush, so that's a lot of extra score. I'm going to tune in and see what they're saying. Oh my god. Scooty found a 4 of a kind on not the rank that they're playing.
I'm so worried about this guy. I think I always put the glass on anyway. But I can wait and think about this more before I actually play it.
Okay. Oh, Scooty actually putting the glass on the red seal. We'll see if they use it, because this would basically guarantee them the PvP.
If you could just give me a death, that would be pretty cool.
Oh.
Do I want to use a
Oh, and actually, Scooty misses their 4 of a kind draw with 4 jacks in the remaining 9. Holy crap, that's unfortunate.
Always be
rough. And misses out on the red seal, the gold card, the foil card, the purple seal.
Absolutely. That's really, really bad. This trading card possibly betraying Scooty. He's worked on it for a while and still misses the draw. And Bear is going to see a score that is very easy to beat without glass, actually. So a lot of fortune on Bear's side.
Yeah, I basically have got all the same stuff.
All right.
Oh, Scooty did use the training card in the PvP. Okay, well, possibly deserved. And
discard like that.
Very possibly deserved that if Scooty did use the training card in PvP.
I don't want to play this.
Obviously, could have dug 4 cards deeper.
Have to. I'm gonna try to get away with not doing it.
Very wise on Bear's side. He does not want to play this glass, and we know that this glass actually breaks, right? Ooh, I go for a flush house level here. Oh, we'll take the flush. I mean, we scored 13k on our first flush, and that was without card sharp, so anything after will win for sure.
Oh, yeah. 100k, easy.
All right. Would have been very, way more competitive if Scooty had found their 4-of-a-kind hand with jacks. Fortunately, no dice.
He'll get rid of another 3 cards by then, so...
Well, if he doesn't use the trading card in the PvP, he will probably be able to see his entire deck. So we'll see if he decides to be greedy like he was that time. Ooh, a Hermit from the hallucination. This hallucination has absolutely been paying off. Multiple tarots over and over for Scooty that Bear had to sell out of.
Another 4-of-a-kind level.
Yep, like to see that. Multiplayer is just looking for photograph. I'm not gonna lie. They're probably only thinking about photograph right now. I feel like if it's a weaker seed would support Scooty more because they do have this eternal trading card.
Now, having the cash to re-roll through 6 rolls in that opening shop to find a Justice card.
Very beneficial.
And there's the red seal, Jack.
Wait, we finally get that into a card that we want to death.
I assume he's going to look for a 5th Jack first so that he can not have to play the glass.
Yep. I'm going to keep the stone, actually.
I don't mind it with with Ballot, you can, or with Hanging Chad, it can just kind of go up at the front if you don't need the malt as much. He does not find
one more discard. Are we gonna bottom deck all of our jacks again and the purple seal?
He does.
Okay,
he does. He finds
like holy crap!
Up front.
Multiple bottom decks. Doesn't even want to put the stone up. Doesn't respect the stone card.
See, that's 100k just on that.
That would have been comparable to what Bear had, but fortunately, was not available. Bear just building in the flushes. This is a 4-of-a-kind versus flush build.
Wow. Scooty takes $20 rather than taking a Fall into Justice.
Yeah, I
for
noticed
another
that.
glass card.
A second Justice could have been very strong. Of course, we do have Chad, so it would only be a ×2. We don't. It's not like we have Sock and Buskin where we can get like maximum value, but especially on another Jack.
Yeah, even if you just have 2 jacks so that if one breaks, you still have a backup plan.
Yeah. It does make them a bit harder to play, right? Because Scooty obviously just wants to play the 4-of-a-kind if he has it. But if you use one glass, then you're more hesitant to play those jacks.
Oh, I didn't even see this Gold Seal King that's going to be printing money for him.
Yes, absolutely. Put the stone in this hand, actually. keep it in their 4 of a kind hand to make sure it wins? No.
Interesting that he didn't.
It's his pet pocket stone. It gives him company. Scooty does not want to play the stone card.
No, but he was playing high card when he could have gone
he
into
could have
another
just
jack
tossed it away,
and then
right?
kept the gold card and saved $3 or made $3 more.
Oh yes, he could have done that. All right. That's for
Not that he needs $3. Look how much money he's got.
I mean, more money can't hurt, right?
No, of course not.
Scooty, we're just playing our flushes right now. Nothing spectacular. Probably looking for the blue seal. We see that Scooty does have the blue seal advantage over. Bear has the blue seal advantage over Scooty because they kept the certificate for that little bit extra time.
And
oh, look at the
they
rerolls
too-
in this blind. 14 rerolls for Scooty here. It's a little bit surprising because like a lot of the money is actually like had come from hermits and like full hermits in this shop, but I mean it looks like Bear has not found those options yet.
14 rolls and kind of not that much to speak of for it.
One justice and then another hermit, which could have been a justice, it looked like.
I think that hangman card came around quite late, didn't it?
Yes. So I mean, Scooty's gonna have a very, very thin deck. This time surely we'll make the 4 of a kind. The question is, we still only have 1 red seal glass on both sides. Are we gonna play it for either player? 3 lives to 3 lives. It would be very risky to throw out that red seal glass, even if we get the win off of it. Just a hermit here. So now, oh, but is Scooty gonna take the sun on jacks? They are trying to play heart jacks here. We'll opt for the... Oh, actually, I can take both. It was a Mega Arcana pack. Hallucination is back.
Hallucination comes back. Foil still. Was it Scooty on about week 3 where he managed to go really deep into a game just by drawing quads over and over again in the
believe
most
so.
unlikely scenario?
It was a gold stake game where Scooty was kind of desperate. Skipped for, oh my god, full glass on Bear's side. Skipped for a 4 of a kind levels and then drew 2 4 of a kinds. I wonder if Scooty's gonna Bear's gonna take this acrobat. Solid score. Very tempo heavy line.
We'll choose not too rough.
Tune in and see what these players have to say.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Do you like the red deck?
The extra discard is nice, but I mean it's
on the flush.
It's not. There's nothing like flashy about it, I guess, but it's fine.
Yeah. I'm so used to having like 2 discards from gold stake. It really throws me off.
I know, you can dig like so much.
Dig and still misses jacks.
I'm gonna drop this one gold because I
Did he use the trading card
a heart face card to make glass?
But definitely, I feel like this PvP may be Bear favored.
Actually, I could just
having Justice and Fool upstairs. We can play multiple flushes with glass
flush
cards
houses per round
in our hanging Chad spot. Whereas Scooty does not have that option.
It's honestly about equal.
He's going to discard the glass jack.
Which is crazy to me.
No, he's not. He's thinking about it.
I need more glass.
I couldn't see Scooty playing this glass jack here. They would have to value this life by a lot, which I mean is possible.
Yeah, he does have turn order for now.
Okay, there we go. I don't.
Also saw Bear sell out of the smiley face for the hallucination, so actually a little bit weaker on Bear's side. Could prove to be important. So of course, they do have very good flush levels. I'm gonna play this as a pair.
I need to play 2 flushes now.
They're kind of a very greedy line here where they're going for maximum purple seal and justice
All right.
value.
Forget it. We'll put one there. So I can use this.
And here's the 4 of a kind on Scooty's side. Didn't have
And
to
then we
play,
got a
but shipped
jack.
it anyways. Did not risk the red seal glass. 100,000.
And then
This is
maybe
definitely within Bear's reach.
power this because we could end
Yeah,
up.
I think that
with-
was 5 of a kind, in fact, wasn't it?
Oh,
could
did I
end up
say
with
4?
nine.
Yeah, it was a
Something
flush
like that.
5. It was 5 jack of spades.
Right. Yes. So he's moved away from those 4 of a kind levels and
Yeah, we're
unlocked
using
flush
that.
I feel
5
like
as a
even with
planet
like
available.
4 discards, I feel like I'm still not getting what I want. I feel like I'm going down to like the bottom of my deck and I'm still whiffing.
Yeah, I'm kind of having a similar experience. See, I hate playing this glass first because I have the card sharp, but then I would need to draw. If I'm playing a flush here,
Scooty thinking about playing the flush first to activate
I'll
card
just
sharp,
play
but I
this.
think 2 glass would just get there. I feel like 1 glass might just get there. We'll see.
that might just win on its own.
Yep.
And Bear takes the life.
Alrighty.
Scooty down to 2
Okay.
lives
Still
with an eternal
close.
trading card
Yep.
a little bit bad.
Alright, good luck.
Good luck. All right, I'm fine.
And a business card. Could be some cash raised with Hanging Chad.
Absolutely, but it's hard for Scooty to pick it up. Not that many slots open for Aries here. Okay, get those flush 5 levels up. We'd like to see that. Standard pack's pretty weak. 6 cents, Eternal. Probably not the pick. Eternal rebates. The shop's a little bit dry for Scooty, especially early on. That's where the trading card payoff was supposed to like kick in. So now that Bear has a good amount of money and is not like worried about his econ, might be the time
Yeah.
for Bear to like make up the difference. You can see
And
Scooty
those
has
3
spent.
purple seals doing a lot.
Yeah, we've seen Scooty has spent over $100 more than, or almost $100 more than Bear, but it doesn't matter anymore because, of course, they're both in the same part of the shop now. This new ante. And yeah, Bear picking up the business card is gonna print money. Flush 5 on Bear's side. We don't need to play it, I believe. Just play the 4 of a kind. No blue seal here, so why? No reason to like really force it. As for Bear, I mean, the extra purple is definitely paying off a lot. Lucky Cat. How many lucky cards? 3 lucky cards in the deck? Not that many. Is okay with Chad, but still.
Even none of these tarot cards are really very good at all. There's nothing
Yeah.
that kind of helps us towards our goal of more jacks.
Definitely the strengths and the deaths. The deaths especially have been very, very absent in this seed. Polychrome 7 or a Red Seal Holographic 9. Judy will take the Red Seal Holographic. More trading card value.
Bear deciding not to hold on to a judgment for emergencies. Rewarded with the High Priestess.
Holding judgment is like always like, so like you want to get it to potentially get some crazy high roll, but is it really going to hit a high roll, or are you just holding a tarot that you can't even use because you have too many jokers in your joker slots? Here's the judgment for Scooty. Imagine that they probably won't be able to ship it either. Gonna use this gold card to make a flush 5 actually.
Yeah, we've started getting 2 levels in that already now, so already probably outpacing the 4 of a kind levels that he'd invested earlier.
Yep. Hard sharp. Unfortunately, hard sharp does not really work with flush 5. Hermit
No,
here?
but are we going to see that card shop blocked out on Bear's side when he gets to the 5th roll in the shop for a different uncommon that could be something like a is a Bloodstone uncommon? I think it is.
Yes, it could be Bloodstone. That would be very important for a Bear. It could be a Retrigger Joker. Most Retrigger Jokers are uncommon as well. Scooty will pick up the card sharp. I imagine it might get tossed for the 6 cents here. How many 6s? Only 1 6 in the deck? Never mind. Never mind. We won't need that. The last Joker. Not that important.
And Scooty deciding to spend here rather than taking the voucher and getting the extra interest.
That loyalty card. Oh, they're already past the big blind. I was going to say that this loyalty card might be pretty big, but they are already past the big blind, so they can't get it set up for the PvP.
And almost looking at it, takes the Polychrome Diamond 7.
Hard to get into a face card, but is usable in the just with the Chad. Right, we have high enough flush levels that it just gives us a bit of extra boost.
Business card goes for Lucky Cat.
Okay. Bear definitely wants to get that extra times mult on the cat to get ahead of Scooty here. We're seeing the scores are somewhat comparable, but I don't think either player have put out their best hand yet.
No, both players have a lot of glass in reserve, or at least some glass in reserve. I think it's the very next shop we're going to come out of this big blind into that will have the card that may well be blocked by Card Sharp.
Take a look. Ooh, Sun on the Polychrome 7. Perfect timing.
Yeah, especially without the smiley face, that 7 can go in the 1 spot and get triggered 3 times by Hanging Chad, and that's just free value for Bear.
Let's see. Looking for the blue seal or more purple seals. We'll miss. Probably just throw out this flush. Does this win? Just by itself? We put Polychrome last because we wanted to greed the lucky. We need 3,000 more? Oh, we have Sun for Fool. Okay, so I was wondering if we'd have to risk like any glass, but no, it seems not.
And 1 lucky proc.
Alright, 1.25 on the cat. We saw Scooty pass on the cat. Could have picked it up, maybe replacing the smiley face. Or, I mean, even the card
the
shop.
loyalty card.
So we saw the uncommon, but I'm not sure where it was, right? Or no, it blocked in. No, this is the card sharp. It blocked into loyalty card. This is a different loyalty card than Scooty saw. And not terribly useful here. Because again, Bears also past the big blind, cannot set up a loyalty. May think about taking it for the future though.
Yeah, it's a tough mini game to play, especially when you want to greed kind of your gold cards and your gold seals and playing the right amount of hands to get into blinds and out of blinds. Just so, especially if something like a Dusk comes up later, it gets really hard trying to make sure you're on your last card and playing on your retrigger for loyalty card, but not going to be our concern today.
Both players actually getting to the same part in the shop, not finding that much of value.
I felt way behind there on time.
Is Bear going to play this diamond
timer,
flush just to
that's
get
fine, I'm almost done.
Card Sharp
And then I realized
online
I was
at
on
the
the
cost
small
of this
blind.
purple seal?
It would
Oh,
be
man.
very responsible. I would
It
like
does
to see
creep
it.
up on you. I feel like I don't think about it.
I guess maybe
It's
we can
definitely
find
creeping
one more
sometimes.
diamond before then.
Bear will disagree with me. Punish him. Local Thunk, punish him for his greed, his immense greed. And now the true question is, are either player going to risk the red seal glass? Obviously, Bear can risk a little less because they just have natural glass, more glass elsewhere. But
And Scooty is playing off some of his Jack of Spades to more aggressively look for, I presume, better Jacks of Spades.
2 Jack of Spades left in their deck, I believe.
He's being very greedy. I think he's trying to get quad 4s and quad Jacks or 5 of a kind Jacks.
With a lucky.
So he's not discarding through as much of his
Oh,
deck
won't
as he
see
could
their
be.
whole deck. Will
gotta play
miss the
faster 'cause I
quad
wanna farm all my
4s.
value
Has
and
4 of
use
a
this
kind of
death.
Jacks.
Even if I'm
Here's
like
the flush for
ahead enough to just win.
Bear, and I mean it just scored 80k. That was with no glass cards.
And the purple seal giving them a death, which is
Yeah.
going to be huge for them to play at their convenience.
Purple seals have been really helping Scooty out here. And holy moly,
Copy
428,000.
that guy.
All right.
But
So
no, it
Scooty
to be
has
the
this
red
flush
seal
5.
glass.
Will they risk shaking the force? They didn't come on time. Will they risk
I
it?
did not draw it.
And will this even
It's
be
so hard
enough
to
to
know
beat
what-
what Bear has?
I just got a lucky
I don't
form.
think so.
You can't do the gold seal.
Let's see. Flush 5, level 3.
Oh,
800 and it
was.
breaks, and he still loses the
Close, close,
PvP. No, Scooty, not
Oh,
like
all right.
this.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Brutal.
Not like this.
Down to the last one. Well, we got a kit.
Oh my god, it may just be over here. We're gonna need some kind of miracle. Both glass have just broken and destroyed jacks for Scooty this time.
And both players now sitting on basically the same economy.
Yes, so like this
they're not
trading
gonna be
card
able
is
to roll deeper and find anything strange or unique to get out of this situation they're stuck in.
strength. I mean, helps make 4 of a kind, but we need glass. This is awful for Scooty here. It's so bad that we lost our glass there. We have this red seal, so Scooty's actually going to strengthen this up. We can find another strength, and then a justice. Then we might be able to do something with that, but oh, and
Full card
actually
will help.
use the High Priestess and removed the strength from their Fool queue.
You
Could have
hate to
had the
see it.
Red Seal Jack immediately, but a little too hasty on the High Priestess. Hack? Any hackers? We'll just play the flush 5 here. It looks like a couple of lucky hits. We can look at Bear's side, 2.25 on the Lucky Cat. Scooty could have had the exact same cats, and would have been able to, the winning line there, right? Because they would have had the 2.25 on cat.
They're gonna take an eternal hack and just hope that they can
Ooh.
maybe get glass 4s or something.
Is that desperation or is it the right play? We do have 4. Scooty has been building into 4s a bit as well as like an off rank.
I think it's as good a option he's gonna have to get to being able to win when he's on 1 life with like nothing else to rally behind him.
I think I can agree, especially like we have some lucky 4s, so this could get us lucky procs that Bear doesn't see. We really need $20 here. No, the game is not going to allow it. $19 and like a dream for a miracle for Scooty here.
Emperor.
We have Hermit as well. We're going to take the Hermit here.
Too late for Obelisk.
Yeah, way too late. And Scooty's going to have a death on the Red Seal Jack here. Or sorry, not Scooty.
That's
Bear.
yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, photograph.
deep in the shop. This is a if Bear does not see this photograph, this could be very, very big. Obviously, it makes this hack pickup look really, really bad, but I mean, we have to take it, right? The only time
I'd say it's going to do more than Card Sharp.
Oh my god, Bear has Death Fool for another death. There's 3 Red Seal Glass Jacks here. I mean, even if Bear misses this photograph with the amount of glass they have in their deck. Oh, we did see Bear also picked up the Eternal Hack. Definitely, it makes sense with the Lucky Cat, and they did have this Red Seal 3 on Bear's side. It's a little bit more value for Bear because of the cat and the Red Seal 3.
Yeah, I think at this point we really need to see Bear bottom deck all of his glass.
That's
if
I mean
Scooty's
that's
gonna
the
hold
hope,
on.
right? Because we are playing, at least on Scooty's side, that trading card has made their deck into 35 cards. They can
Yeah,
see
against
everything,
Bear's 60.
but Bear has the +1 discard Joker as well. It's very hard for them to bottom deck. Right, let's see the money. Money procs for Bear here.
Yes.
5 on the cat, 20 extra dollars. Uh-oh. $56. I think we may get this photograph. It'll be hard to... Oh, we do have the reroll voucher, so it is likely. If we find this photograph, it's lights out. Scooty does not have a red seal face card. It did break the mime.
3 more rolls.
Ooh, it might not happen. Nope. Oh no, they have a whole nother shot. They have a whole nother
He's got the whole big blind to do.
All right.
And he's going to play 400 lucky cards and get $400.
Bear, we're going to have to talk about our speed here. What do you mean you're in the small blind shop? And I thought I was slow.
And he can take all the time he wants, because if the first time the timer hits 0, he's not going to lose a life.
Yes.
So I've certainly been in the situation where, like, we're getting late game, my time is running down, and I just go, you know what? I'm going to let the timer hit 0. As long as I don't do it twice. The first one just doesn't matter. I'm going to luxuriate in my decisions.
Is the flush any more money procs? No, we do have 3 gold cards in this hand, though, so we're going to get a little money there as well.
And another flush level up to 13.
Huge.
And there is the photograph.
Here's the photograph. This hack looking a little silly, but that's okay. Card sharp. Will Bear does value the 1.5x molt over the card sharp, probably because it's Bear can also now play, I think, flush 5 with how many heart jacks they have.
I think he wants the discard more than the 1.5x.
Yeah, the discard also very important. I mean, we were talking about how one way for Bear to lose is to bottom deck, but it's not going to happen with extra discards.
Dude, I've been having a rough go around.
Oh, really?
Listening. Let's see
What's
if
going on.
Scooty has anything to...
I've had 2 different builds, and I'm like, I'll wait to commit to one, and then I committed to one, and it had an Eternal Joker, and then I immediately saw something better for the other build.
Oh, that's the worst.
I know.
You know that Bear actually did the exact same.
Well, Bear's got flushes, so
Yeah.
we know that his...
Oh, we don't have card sharp anymore.
He's
I
more
don't need to do
flexible on
this.
it, I think.
Also, Bear does have Lucky Cat. I mean, this hack has probably given a bit of extra molt here. I mean, here's the flush, 264,000. That was just like an opening flush. That wasn't Bear's best hand.
We can discard that.
Red Seal 10 looking so sad. We had the strength on that 10. We could have maybe gone there. Bear, Scooty actually threw away the Steel Ace. Unfortunately, not going to get an extra 1.5x molt here. Here's the flush 5 on Scooty's side. This is going to be their best hand. No plus 20 hits on the lucky either.
That's probably the best I got.
It's only 422,000. Look at Bear. They're lining up the multiple Red Seal Glass Jack. Stop. He's already dead.
Yeah, the fantasy fans are eating well tonight.
Only 4 of a kind.
The flush.
Could do the flush house, but it uses a steel. Does it get one of the other glass jacks? Do we have any more glass jacks? Any more Jack of Hearts in our deck? We do. We do miss it. We have 5 of a kind as well. Our flush levels are just so good. I imagine that flush is going to be stronger than 4 of a kind. Because one more jack is just times 2, right? But our flush
might be better.
chips are double the 4 of a kind, and our flush molt is also double. So we're missing on times 4 there.
Sorry, I was just doing some math here.
I get lost in the sauce when
you're
people
good.
start talking about how many times 2s there are.
I do too, honestly. And Bear's gonna submit this hand. This is a lot. 600 million. Scooty does not have another 4 of a kind to play. This is gonna be game 1 for Belanos. The trading card gambit does not pay off, unfortunately.
Oh man. Oh, both of my. Let's see. What did you have? Oh, you had a ton of stuff. Oh, so you kept the certificate around for a long time.
Yeah, I did.
Yes,
Man,
he did.
where did you find the deaths? I had that glass jack for so long, and I just never found a single death to copy it.
It took most of the game. I got a death and a fool from my purple seals, like the last ante.
Was
Interesting, and you had 3 purple seals.
Did you take the credit card at the beginning?
I did, yeah. I got the credit card so that I could take the trading card, and there was some other one.
Yeah, I took it and kept buying stuff and was like at -10, waiting
Yeah.
for something to bail me out.
Yeah, all the tarot cards is basically how I had all my money.
I think I hit a lucky eventually.
I had 2 glass, and they both broke instantly. And I was like trying not to play them until I had to.
I was afraid of that. I didn't want to play the red seal glass until I copied it. But
dang. All right, well.
Yeah.
GG's.
GG.
So, I mean, honestly, the certificate felt like it paid off more value over the course of the game than the trading card for Bear, just because getting 2 more purple seals and then the blue seal, this was consistent extra value that Scooty didn't have available, unfortunately.
Yep. Scooty picking gold stake here.
Ooh, Scooty's playing
Yellow
gold
deck.
stake.
Alrighty.
Gold stake, yellow deck.
I don't know if
Sounds
this will
good
be
to me.
beneficial
Let's see
to
gold stake, yellow deck.
Scooty though,
Alright.
because Bear is very experienced at gold stake.
Okay, ready
All
when
right,
you are.
you good to go?
Yep.
All right.
I
good
often
luck.
find that if you go gold stake, it's kind of the higher variance where one small change for a player can then mean that they survive just kind of a small blind or a big blind because of like a just discard or something, and that means that your opponent just kind of starts falling at every hurdle where you just kind of eke out something. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
It's a very interesting skip here. It's double or money, not pickable on any deck except for yellow, but here it'd be plus $14. What these players will do. Oh wait, is this? Never mind. That's not the double your money tag. That's the just make $5 off the
$5 skip
skip
tag.
I thought it was the double your money because both players were thinking about it for so long. Flush for Belanos. We'll get out in 1. It's the wrong tag. Don't listen. Ooh.
And of course, yellow deck says start with $10 extra, but really it's 12 because you get those 2 extra from the interest as well.
Yes. Family.
And Scooty again getting out with Broadway. Family. But Shoot the Moon is good, like solid malt just for the early game if you need it.
Yeah. This is a pretty tough choice. Family obviously not very valuable early when we haven't done any deck fixing.
No, and I think Bear's going to quickly come up against the just having 2 discards now, whereas before he had 5, and it's going to make it feel like a whole other game for him.
Oh, he just tried to discard there actually. So I agree. Both players. Let's see how they get out of this big blind with basically no scoring, since we're not finding this 4 of a kind. Okay, who are we, Scooty?
One of them is.
It's very tough. Both players looked for an early flush, it looked like. No, Scooty went for the straight. Bear went for the early flush, and it took them a while to get out. It's actually very dangerous sometimes going for that flush because, I mean, if you miss it, then you won't have enough hands to find the next one. So Scooty will have this pair. Will this get out? I think so.
It does,
Scooty
yeah.
will be okay. But Bear is looking for a 5-card hand, needs a 10 from this
10.
draw. Or maybe running spades? 2 10s in the deck. This is really tough for Bear. And I think, I mean, given just like probability, I think Bear is most likely going to be losing a life here. He would need a very lucky draw.
And Scooty rips a judgment and finds Gluttonous Joker.
That's a pretty good one. It will at least get us out of this blind. And
Right,
Bear will
kings and
miss.
eights will be
Has
fine.
2 pair. Actually,
That's
no, this
fine.
2 pair gets out.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Very fortunate.
Nobody taking a rental perishable egg.
Probably not the pickup at any time in the course of the game of Balatro. Yeah, there's no scoring, so it's hard for... Scooty's gonna roll and roll into basically still no scoring. We can't take an Eternal Sly Joker, right? Or just +8 mold. We know that... Ooh, a moon on Scooty's side. Yeah, Bear needs to open this pack and take Judgment for the scoring. Or they could just risk the boss blinds. No scoring Joker. Oh, and they're not going to buy anything. Oh, wow. Immediate flush. So this is, again, very risky for Bear here. Finds the immediate flush. A 5-card hand to start, and then a second 5-card hand is probably going to be able to get out.
Yeah. Just needs 2 pair now, I think. Probably look for a club instead, which totally makes sense.
I think a
Won't find it, though.
Has the 2 pair with the Jackson 3s and Jackson 5s, so this should be fine. Okay. Bear spending a little on the reroll, which didn't pay off. Still, again, no scoring Joker. This one, Bear is gonna have a little bit more trouble with a 1,000 score. Could wheel if we hit holographic, it would win us the blind.
Yeah, but that's a 1 in 4 for what, like a 1 in 15 or something. And a royal flush for Scooty, doing it in style.
Check if your overlay has reset. Didn't reset for me. I just had to refresh it.
No, just refresh it within OBS.
Yeah. All right. Will Scooty take this $25 skip? They do have a rental to-do list. To-do list is on pairs for both players. I think Bear's currently in suffering mode. There's 2 rentals. One is a rental perishable supernova. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is suffering. If we can find this 4-of-a-kind 6, maybe we can get out.
Yeah, the overlay is showing the wrong scores and that game 1 and the wrong vouchers, but it's the correct cash.
Yeah.
So
I think it should update once we head into PvP. We'll keep an eye on it.
fingers crossed, because I don't want to delve into the back end right now.
Booty looking for this flush. Finds a flush. But, I mean, this is a 5-molt flush. Needs to score 800. Probably something after this can get there. Ooh. 1 discard. We need 1 club. As for Scooty, as this flush with the clubs, should be getting out pretty easily.
He's just really deciding if he needs to play this glass or not, if the lucky card doesn't proc.
Should be fine. 1200 score with the 15 molt from Gluttonous Joker. It should be fine. Yeah. Right. Bear going for the club draw. Does hit it. It's easy. Thinking about the pair, actually. Pair. We can do it. This is pretty easy math, so we can check if the pair wins. Like, Bear did the math. It doesn't win.
I don't know how many pairs he's played previously on Supernova, but he's gonna sell that.
Sell the Supernova.
Sell the other rental.
Sell the to-do list. I don't mind this play. Definitely get out of these because we don't need them right now. And they're just gonna eat our money. You could take. You could keep the to-do list because it could hit like another hand type, which is beneficial. But for now, we're out. I wonder if red card Eternal. Yellow deck, red card Eternal. Shout out to Espo. And Bear will take the Eternal red card. Oh my gosh. Espo is very happy to see this kind of gaming.
But like, I'm just never skipping here instead of taking like a magician or
I
something.
think we have to, because
I guess
look
he
at our
needs- yeah.
score.
He needs something, doesn't he? Although, if I was Bear, I'd probably be skipping the big blinds
Yes,
for the $25.
I think that's how I would play it. I would take the magician and skip the big blind for $25. I mean, this is so rough for Bear. This eternal red card. I mean, potentially you can use it to tempo out your opponent. And we see right now that, like, Scooty just has a strong flat mold Joker. But if we can get a couple more skips on packs for this red card, it'll be up to 12 molt. And maybe if there's a lucky Joker in the, like a chip Joker in the shop, but then how do we have all the money for that? It is a chip Joker,
Foil
technically.
Tribe.
It is the Tribe Foil Eternal. Oh, we could sell the family for it. How absolutely desperate can we be?
Or we could take Scholar.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Scholar there. Because $4, we could have bought it and bought the smaller pack and not skipped.
Takes the King.
Takes the
Rather
King,
than
but now
skipping.
can't afford the Scholar. I think the red card is currently... I don't think Bear wants to play red card permanently. It's
Man, I
just
feel like
to live the blinds.
gold stakes a whole
All right,
different,
the
it's a whole different thing. I'm
overlay
just
still showing
struggling
the
to stay
wrong
alive.
vouchers
Yeah.
now that we're in
Someone keeps
PvP.
putting all these stickers
Maybe it'll
all
update
over
once
all
they
my
buy a
jokers.
voucher. Both players not really having the money to purchase vouchers yet. Flush on
Oh, I don't.
I
on
want to try
Bear
to draw
side.
4
Are they
kings.
gonna breed for a
the odds
4
are
of a kind with 5 kings in the
Pretty
deck?
against me. I think I play this. Maybe
Oh,
find a heart
shot,
flush
right?
to see what happens.
But, like,
This is-
if you don't, do you ever think you're winning?
No,
If
absolutely.
you're Bear.
Well, no, it's possible because you could think that your opponent is doing like a similar line as you, where they're like suffering as well. We see that Scooty is doing a little bit better than suffering, but it is possible that you could think that you could win.
Man, with what he's scoring, it's making it really tough to know what to do. I think I just want to try to play 3 flushes now. Okay, I'm gonna miss that too.
No straight or anything for Scooty.
Oh, that's
so
so
I'll
Yes,
probably
this,
just
um,
wait it out.
There's one more flush actually, right? Another flush of clubs using the glass. They can just take this win if Bear could put up some hand. Bear
The only chance
unfortunately
now
did
is,
not
like,
find the second
a full house
flush.
with the good kings,
But will just
and they're also gone.
not be able to. Quick, Scooty, put in the lucky card.
Yeah. Race to it, because like you want to get every bit of value you can, and he's just going to miss out on that chance.
I mean, no way
There
that
it
you
goes.
play the lucky card
Oh,
outright,
alrighty.
right? Because
A
like
lot of
it
that
just
would
means
come
you
back.
can't play your flush.
I
What if your
know, I
opponent
know.
has a real hand?
Alright,
It's
good
so
luck.
greedy. But yeah, I mean, Scooty losing the life and is also playing Eternal Red card. This is really, really bad on Scooty's. I mean, sorry, Bear
so-
losing the life and playing
It's
Eternal
so
Red
hard.
card.
I do it all the time.
I don't know why, but Bear and Scooty, similar names, even though they're not similar at all.
It doesn't help when in the PvPs it shows the opponent's name on
Yes,
the
that-
player's
that's one
side.
thing. This certificate actually paying dividends for Scooty here, similar to how it helped Bear out last game. Oh my god, a death. And we have 8 ball. Shout out to Zeno. Tough choice here for Bear. Takes the jack actually instead of skipping. It was just a naked jack, right? There was nothing special about it.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to see if I can get the back end to update for the overlay.
Okay. I'll hold down the fort. Ooh, and a temperance off of the 8 ball. A little extra money for Scooty. Bear will not go the Eternal Astronomer line, which would have been patently insane, but actually spends the roll and can't buy this 8 ball. It's actually very hard for Bear to play like all of these shops right now. A reroll, I mean, may have been a bit too ambitious because we're at $4. What could we even buy? We are gonna skip for this buffoon pack. Can this save us? No, it's awful. It's one of the worst buffoon packs I've ever seen. At least it's +3 molt for our red card. It's an eternal driver's license. We have 2 enhanced cards, 2 eternal rentals. We're gonna take the Mystic Summit. Oh, Bear. This is so rough for Bear right now. Gonna play out this one. At least with the Mystic Summit, we have some scoring. We can take a potential. We won't die to the blind, potentially. I mean, look at Scooty. Just popped a Hermit. We're just chilling, relaxing in our lane.
I believe the back end is now updated.
Yes, it looks
correctly.
updated. Perfect. Well, it does say Bear spent $0, which, I mean, like, he hasn't spent that much.
It'll change the next time he spends any money. But we know he's not spent a lot.
I mean, look at the deck makeup right now. Scooty has 4 glass. That's from 8 ball, from being able to open the packs. Rough and no, surely Bear will be fine. Play the pair. Oh yeah, we got a full house with the Molt's King.
Are those seals correct for Scooty as well? Oh yeah, he's got
Yes, because he's got certificate.
Yeah.
Bear was not able to buy the certificate. The seal diff is coming in. Ooh, and I'm not sure Bear will be able to see this rebate. So the rich get richer, and Scooty is just running away with this game right now. And will not see the rebate. This is getting worse and worse for Bear. Bear's living on a dream off of a 4 of a kind with a holographic king with 5 kings total in their deck.
And so this is exactly what I hypothesized at the start of the round here, or at the start of the match, or game 2, where Scooty took it to gold stake, and that high variance play of taking a pack that his opponent didn't take, finding Gluttonous Joker, has just put him on a trajectory where he's totally comfortable, and his opponent is just struggling at every moment to get through every blind.
Tune in to see how much
I
suffering we can
did.
hear through Bear's voice.
That was looking juicy.
I kind of needed some free jokers at the moment.
That's fair. That is understandable.
that jumbo pack skip. I mean,
All right, I drew 2 jacks.
that
and I
was
blocked them,
horrendous.
so I think we
that
need
was
to
the worst thing I've ever seen.
really give that a.
Bear would have taken. I
Give
think
that a
Bear would have
shot.
been happy with an eternal econ joker that was like good. Nothing.
Okay, goodbye to the king.
Unfortunately, Scooty got rid of 8 ball. Makes sense.
They know, crying.
It's very reasonable given that
I'd rather
you
go
had
for
to toss
this
it.
than
You had to either toss certificate or rebate. We could have gotten rid of like
try to win with like a full house.
one of our flat mold jokers,
I don't think that would have done it anyway.
especially on gold stake. It's so scary to do so.
Welp.
Bear's gonna lose
I think
another
a full
life
house
here. I don't
with
think this
the-
full house
the lucky
even.
hollow card.
It might get up to like 4K.
So I don't think this one will.
Obviously, that Scooty has this 4 of a kind right after.
I could do quick math here.
It's like, do you just take a 2-pair and get a 2-pair level and sell it for $1, or have a 2-pair level because that's worth kind of
I need
2 malt
those
and
for
10
free.
chips
Oh,
to
this
you?
would be better than I thought.
Well, I think playing the full house is fine. It scores well enough. It beats Scooty's
Yeah,
best
these-
current,
These,
and it
these
does
rounds have been
force.
risky.
We know that
There's not much
Bear
to
doesn't
work
know
with.
it, but it does force Scooty to
Yeah, I
play
wish I
these
could
Alright,
cards.
well.
go back and like
Which is
never
important.
be greedy at all from the start of the game.
Yeah, that's
When a glass act anything like they did last
all right.
game,
See you
which
in
they
the next
don't,
one.
they would
See
have
ya.
broke. All right, down to 2 lives. Eternal trading card. It's your it's your chance, Bear. Possibly a little bit too late when the blinds are 9,000, I believe. Glass King though. Scooty also finding the glass. A little bit better positioned for it. Oh, we can't be taking Eternal Trading Card. It's just like how even if we like It may keep us like alive for a little bit, but how do we win off of it? Right?
And goodbye, Gluttonous. Hello, Acrobat.
Acrobat. Very good. A little bit extra time spell and more red seals on face cards. Honestly, right now, Certificate might be hurting us because like it's harder to play 4 of a kind when we get these ranks in. We don't have enough deck fixing. We don't have any tarot generation because we got rid of 8-ball. Honestly, if I'm in bear spot, it's a skip for the tarot pack and hope there's soul for Tribulate in there. It's a wrap. 9,000. I'm sure bear can. Well, we saw bear did not beat 9,000 last time. We can use the glass.
Well,
I think this flush would get it.
Yeah, Scooty not scoring huge amounts with just a standard flush with 1 glass card, but we know the last hand is going to be where the extra value is with the Acrobat to get him out of this small blind.
Surprisingly, even though Scooty has the certificate, bear is up on blue. Here's the flush here. 1 Hierophant does get out. Not too comfortable, but will allow us to get out. Gonna use another glass to get out with us straight here.
This is a much better Mega Buffoon pack.
Okay, Acrobat, huge. We need this if we're Scooty, just to survive. We did lose the banana on, or did we sell the banana for the bean? On a.
We sold the banana for the bean on Scooty's side.
Okay. Now, where's our scoring coming? We need to beat 13-5. If we make a 4 of a kind on the Acrobat hand, it should maybe be okay.
He's got a straight flush right now.
We don't have that much base mold. I think our 4 of a kind level is still 1. We could run in this straight flush, but it uses our glass jack and also like it's our rebate card. It's a little hard to throw out. I fear Scooty may lose a life here if they're not careful.
I think if they can find a queen, they'll be alright. A queen or a king now, and they can discard through 5 cards, so...
Would it need the plus 20 mult to hit on the 4 of a kind with the queen? Well, okay, let's find the queen or king first, apparently.
And we don't.
Okay, that's really bad.
So it's going to be a full house queens and 9s, I imagine.
Yes, that would be our best hand. If we hit the plus 20, maybe it gets out. But I mean, it's a lot of chips because they're Hierophant 9s, 1 with a red seal. But if we don't hit this plus 20, it's definitely cooked.
And Bear's kind of facing the exact same problem. Has a bit more plus malt. But if he doesn't get 4 of a kind, and we've only got 1 hand for the Acrobat to be active on.
Yeah. I think Bear will be okay.
So
well, actually,
Scooty loses a life. Does get a $20 payout from a lucky card, but down to 3 lives.
Okay. There were lives to give if we're Scooty.
Yeah, he had 1 to spare.
Bear's going to throw out this full house. We need to score 10,000. I think this should be enough. We have so much base flat mold. It should be completely fine.
And it looked like he was somewhere else in the lucky card queue because he did not get that $20 payout, but did get a 20
Bear
mult
would have
payout.
loved that money right now. I mean, right now, Scooty's got $80. Losing the life may have been beneficial. Okay, we're going to Vagabond.
Roll through $70 for a Vagabond? I guess so.
It's possible. It's doable. It gets our 4 of a kind family online. Sock and Buskin, perishable. Unfortunately, it's a little bit weak, but Scooty will take it. We do have glass.
Now, how are we going to get under $4 here?
That's a great question. That's a very good question, Gothic. It requires selling of jokers.
We can't do it.
We've made a very, very big mistake. This is really bad on Scooty's side. Was not careful with how much they paid for rolls and didn't do the math. So we rolled down to nothing and still cannot get Vagabond.
No value.
That is really bad. And it may be Bear's chance to catch up. Of course, we don't have we didn't roll at all in that ante, so and like money. Both players had basically $0 now. So.
That big blind there.
I did see that. This is a rough.
Yeah,
seat.
so
It is.
Goosey doesn't know it, but coming into the small blind after this, he is going to be in better shape to get value from that Vagabond. And his opponent doesn't have a Vagabond, but also doesn't have any money.
I drew 3 jacks here,
Turns
but
out, I think this is
enhancements are on
definitely Bear
kings.
favored. Scooty has no flat mold other than one Sly Joker for a little +8.
Which is currently on the
I'm
wrong
once again
side
not
of the
gonna use
X-Malt
this too, it
Jokers.
feels like.
Early Scooty will fix that once the X-Malt Jokers get online.
Let's see. I can get 15 cards deeper in the deck.
They're thinking
This is more
very
important than the
methodically
glass by
looking
a
for
lot.
that Molt King that is their best card.
And it's so interesting. So many games that I've seen from this season do kind of turn out to like Idle and Sock and Buskin and these huge 5-of-a-kind glass retrigger games. But both of these games just kind of very
Pretty unsure
basic,
what
just
third.
humble, just find some multiplier,
I the hard
find a little
slush.
bit of glass, and just kind of make do with what
Either
you've
of these
got.
is helping a little.
Absolutely.
Oh, this isn't. This
Just
is
hold the
not
jacks.
great.
Try to
Bear
draw the
almost
kings.
has 4 of a kind, 3 jacks. There's another 2 jacks in their deck. Scooty will play
I
down
think just play
for
this.
simple
I'm missing
flush with
15
2
malt here.
glass.
Well,
And Bear playing the full house without having taken the last discard for
Goody.
the +15.
Scooty does forget to move the +8 Molt to the left of the times Molt. Does it after
All
the
kings
fact?
Are left.
Actually,
5
is
cards
it
are left.
lost a lot of score off of that because most of their Molt was from that Joker.
Oh God, lucky.
Yeah, this full house
Okay,
with
I don't
glass
even know if I need
and
to make
all the
another
base
glass
malt
here. Yeah.
and Acrobat
I
is
win.
going to be just fine.
Completely fine.
Without
Can we
doing
get out with
that.
a 2 pair? No glass? How greedy can we get?
Am I sure about that?
And Molt
I
40,
think you
another
could.
30, 44.
+10 from the king.
Scored
all right.
20
Not bad.
20K?
Not bad.
This is a scrappy game.
I
We could've-
know.
Right, a mega spectral pack in the shop is always an interesting
Oh,
time,
but
except
Bear can't,
can't
afford
afford
it.
it.
Are we
There's an
selling
Ankh?
things? No way, right? How could we sell, like, I mean, we could sell Banana and then Justice? It's
sell everything
Ankh?
double Vagabond.
Oh, ooh. Actually, this is tough. I mean, if we double Vagabond, then we can get our glass online, but I mean, like, really? Double Vaga? Tossing away all of our scoring, too.
Yeah, and it's tough right now because now we're 2 lives to 2. It's not nearly as comfortable a position as we were just a few rounds ago.
Yeah. Scooty
Takes
actually...
a family.
Oh, I so wanted... Scooty used the talisman first and then familiared. I so wanted Scooty to familiar first. To talisman and then hit the talisman card with the familiar, but never punished.
And Bear just kind of thinking, if I sold some stuff, what would be in this pack that would be worth me finding it?
Gonna consider selling the family. We know that it's Ankh and Talisman and Familiar, all of which are okay. Is it worth giving up a ×4 Molter? I know it's not online, but it could be on.
He seems to think so.
Five of a kind on Scooty's side, and also did pick up that rental, rental
Driver's
driver's
license.
license, which makes a lot of sense because we got Vagabond. We can get it online nearly immediately.
Yeah, just 2 cards away.
Bear will do the familiar talisman in the right order this time, actually. Or in the right order for Bear, at least. Honestly, maybe we wanted to destroy one of the face cards. That way we would remove one of the ranks that we didn't want. I'm sure that's what Scooty was thinking. Both players. I mean, both players sitting on no money, but obviously one person, Scooty has a vagabond. A little bit better to be sitting at $0. Pumpkin bear.
Are we deathing a queen or a purple seal?
That's a tough choice. I don't mind the
but
death.
Like a purple seal is infinite deaths.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can use it, like once you get enough purple seals, we can move out of the vagabond and remake our money. Right.
And magician will see the driver's license online.
Ooh, amazing. Magician pretty good here because we got sock and it's a way to get our money back up. We can put on these kings or these queens. Pure suffering Kino on bear side. We're gonna play flaws with double glass just to live. Honestly, the glass don't even do that much since most of our mult is up top.
Yeah, the glass.
And bear will lose a life by 64 points. Oh no.
Yeah, that double glass taking 4 to 8, 8 to 16, which is basically the same as our red card.
Should have skipped one more time on red card. I think Bear may be thinking, I'm done with this game. It's a good thing I lost a life there so I didn't have to suffer through any more of this. Playing 2 glass and still losing the life, that's just as bad as when last game Scooty played the red seal glass and lost the PvP still. I mean, Scooty right now kind of just like chilling. This is definitely the epitome of that one meme where it's the guy dancing to payphone and then the other guy's like spamming on the keyboard, sweating their brows off. Scooty's just like enjoying the vagabonding.
And I mean, if you're Bear, it's not the worst thing in the world because you know you're up 1 game. This game's a throw. You didn't pick gold stake.
Yeah. We have the counter pick.
The game's, yeah. You get the advantage in game 3, and there's still everything to play for. It's not over now.
Scooty will take the skip, and I don't think it was because of value. I think it was simply because they needed to live. Surprisingly, they didn't skip for red card. I think they've simply forgotten about it.
How are things going over there?
It's not going good.
I think Scooty asks, how are they going?
Great.
Surely having heard the noise of
I think
Bear losing a life.
Oh,
very
that's
BM.
so sad.
Scooty just has a strength right here, can activate their 4 of a kind immediately. We'll still go for the queens instead of kings, which makes sense because they have so many more queens in their deck.
I wonder here, do I keep both of these and look for... It's like
Still just getting more of this tarot card value. I probably would have put one of those lucky cards on the red seal.
I would have.
I guess perhaps you're waiting to get glass on there if you can.
Even if we win or lose this PvP, what's important when we have Vagabond is to make sure our money is okay as well.
And then I could even play like this, and
this queen will give him $3. He won't get the Vagabond proc. Oh, he does still get it.
Well, he gets this one, but he won't get the last.
The 3 kings. I probably can't.
I wonder what he was looking for in that situation.
Like if this
sun,
might be enough
only
already,
4 of a kind,
because risking that.
Dude, did toss away
There's
just
no way
one
right
queen. So actually ruined their 5 of a kind, but maybe they were looking for 4 of a kind anyways. Level 7 4 of a kind.
Oh, 2 lucky procs and
900,000.
Any way I get there.
Yeah, Bear didn't get 25k with 2 glass on their full house. GG.
Yeah, the start of the seed, my decisions really caught up to me.
Yeah, did you take the queen one? There was like the option for the family and the, what is it, shoot the moon?
No, I did take the family and tried to build into it, and then I had to sell it at some point just to try to survive.
Yeah, because I assume you took certificate as well.
No, I didn't get. I didn't even
no.
see certificate.
Oh, really? Yeah, I had certificate, so then the 4 of a kind was like really hard to come by, which is why I like lost a couple rounds.
I think I took like a glass card and the family at the beginning. So
Yeah.
I spent so much money on stuff that didn't actually help my scoring at the moment.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
then I just got stuck.
And yeah, that one was tough. Yeah, I got lucky just getting the 4 of a kinds toward the end, and then acrobat and driver's license just showed up.
Yeah, that's good. Vagabond would have been nice too.
Yeah,
I
I got that
just had
like
no
the
money.
very end, but it was helpful.
All right.
All right, 1-1.
Yeah.
What would you like to pick?
After that, I think I'm just gonna pick white steak.
All
Okay.
right. Let's see. White steak. Let's see. Let's do Erratic deck.
Ooh, okay.
Erratic deck, white steak. Not much to say. I mean, Erratic deck could have a really crazy deck or could have like nothing interesting. We'll see.
I'm going to reset the overlay again manually.
Very nice. But he did not open their deck up. We don't know what's inside. Or maybe they did and I wasn't paying attention. Now they did. Okay, what do we have? Never mind. He closed out of it very quickly. 4 of a kind 10s is what we have on Scooty's side. That'll get us out. Right. We have 6
Ruffle and I
10s,
played
5 9s, a lot of 4s it looks like. Our face cards are a little bit low. And a lot of clubs. We can get our 10s up to jacks. We can play face cards. But this deck does look pretty hackable. The 7 4s.
Yeah, it's tough because the face cards have so much support, but the baby cards, it's like maybe Fibonacci, maybe hack, and that's just kind of 2 cards that you're looking for among all that. Maybe Odd Todd, maybe even Steven, but like those aren't going to do very much for you in the end game.
Local Thunk, let's remove photograph and replace it with any photograph, which only works for small cards and not face cards. In fact, let's remove all the face card synergy cards. A flush on Bear's side, but this does not get out, so we will have to play one other hand. As for Scooty, pretty easy pickup. So we picked up the Econ Jokers, we picked up a little flat mults. We'll get out with a couple hands with this Jimbo.
Yeah, trying to get that $6 from delayed gratification.
Emperor for
Takes his
strength,
time.
actually. Oh, and Bear, because they got out in 1 extra card, cannot buy the Jimbo? Wow, that sucks. Okay, so now Bear has to get out of this blind without using discards and without scoring.
Well, we know there's a lot of 4s out there.
Yeah, if we make a 4 of a kind 4s, this should be fine. So it looks like we are okay. Scooty actually aggressively re-rolling. I wouldn't mind seeing the Sly Joker pick up on Scooty's side. It's just a lot of extra chips. It makes our hands very easy to play.
Yeah, on Bean's side. Scooty found a different raised fist.
Yes. Bear, take this one.
And there is Fibonacci.
Ooh.
Doesn't play off the 4s, but
does not
the other
work
low
at all
stuff.
with what we have, actually.
There's 5 aces in the deck.
5 aces. Okay, we can work with that. Unfortunately, not easy to re-trigger. If we find a strength, we can maybe get those 4s up to 5s. We saw 1 strength earlier on, but Scooty used it to move 10s into jacks. Burnt Raised Fist, high card seed incoming. Won't be happening. Might be happening. With one king in our deck? Please let this be a high card seed. At least once in Major League Balatro. Burnt Joker also very bad with our delayed gratification, by the way. Unsurprisingly, when you use your discards, it disables delayed gratification. Scooty will get out with a 5 of a kind unlock.
Yeah, on Jacks no less.
Yeah. That extra strength, that earlier strength, giving him the ability to play it. Like Bear will get out easy peasy with some random hands. That delayed grat money.
Yeah, and I think it's a wise move to sell that Raised Fist because the deck is so full of like 4s mostly, but like
Lower
you're never going to
cards.
be getting that much value out of a Raised Fist with this deck structure.
I wouldn't mind skipping the Burnt Joker. We saw on Scooty's side how, like, kind of, yeah, Bear knows that it just hurts your delayed grats. And at the moment, it's like one of our only econ jokers, so. Wait, do we really want to, like, get high card levels? The value of the Burnt Joker feels a little rough.
Ooh, a Bloodstone.
Ooh,
We have 15
never mind.
hearts.
A lot of hearts. We definitely can play. Lusty actually is a fine pickup as well with it, but we have on trigger scoring, so we can just use like the bib for that kind of score.
Bear, thinking about hand size versus Fibonacci here. Doesn't have quite as much money to play with.
Oh, and Bear's gonna sell the delayed for the Burnt Joker.
What?
They love their Burnt Jokers.
That surprises me. And we haven't even gotten out of the first shot
yeah,
yet.
Bear spent a lot of time. We can get this flush level though. Immediate flush level reward. Bear doesn't know that a Bloodstone is coming, but it's definitely going to be a line that would be very strong. It's going to take the 4 of a kind reward instead.
And then the aces will get out of the small blind.
Of course. But I mean, look at the delayed grat for Scooty here. We got the extra discard, so now it's $8 if we don't discard.
But we have Burnt Joker. We must discard.
No, no. I mean, the Burnt Joker is to rare block. It's not to get value.
We get a purple seal over on Bear's side. That's going to be at least a little help.
Only problem is now Bear's money is looking really weak. We might not see this Bloodstone. It looks like Scooty has 1 extra reroll at the moment. Does that mean that it's 1 reroll deeper? Then we'll see on this next shop. We'll have to see. Not exactly sure what the UI means in this situation.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the number of the shop or number of rerolls used in the shop.
Bloodstone. No, Bloodstone's underneath it, but we do have Chaos, so we should see. The Bear makes the insane play to drop Chaos for Abel.
And he has a credit card as well, so he has some flexibility in that.
That is scary, using your rerolls, going in debt just for credit card. Or just with credit card. I wouldn't mind buying this discard voucher though. This is what credit card was made for, so you could buy like good vouchers. But Bear will decline. Just like the card got declined. Both players on a very similar
again.
line here.
This is
The
more
Bloodstone.
peaceful. I like
But
this.
we'll see if
Definitely, yes.
if Scooty can get ahead with the value from delayed grat.
Yeah, there's 2 Ace of Hearts in
Getting
Scooty's deck,
this on
and
flush
so
here and
they would be the best hearts
discarding this is gonna
for
be really hard.
his circumstances with the Bloodstone. Obviously, Bear, without the Scholar, not so invested in the Aces specifically.
Has a full house here of Fibonacci cards. It's only 1 Bloodstone hit though, or one possible Bloodstone. But it's a lot of Molt just outright. What are the chances we find the 4 of a kind? We only have 2 aces left, maybe 1 ace in the deck. Especially,
yeah, there's 1 ace of hearts left.
Okay. I mean, we're gonna tower? We're gonna tower a Fibonacci card! No, Scooty, why? That poor 2. Play the 3 of a kind.
10,000 versus this flush.
It's a big flush
1,
on Bear's side.
2.
Oh
3,
my god, Bloodstone
4.
doesn't stop. 22k.
And now, if you're Scooty, are you like, okay, I'm going to use these discards? Or are you just like, okay, I'm going to concede and get $8?
If I was in Scooty's position, I wouldn't have ever thought I would use the discards like at all. Because I would think I want the $8. I'd rather lose and get the $8. But I know some people value the early lives quite heavily. So it might not have been the choice for everyone. But in that situation, I mean, $8 from delayed grad? Just, who cares about the first life? You made your opponent use up all their Bloodstone luck. That'll pay off dividends in the future.
I'm not sure how Bloodstone is queued.
I don't know if it's not the order. In the order, it matches, but in the PvP, I think it's just actually a queue that lasts either throughout the ante or throughout the seed. So you could be ahead in the Bloodstone queue, which could be a problem. Ace high on Scooty's side. $8, please.
And those $8 will keep adding up.
Look at this Burnt Joker and the level 3 pair that Bear has received. So much value. Kappa. Almost as the flush? I think this high card wins, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Okay, has the flush. Huge Burnt Joker value. I want to apologize publicly to Burnt Joker.
The public recognize your apology. It's going to get this Purple Seal discard.
Bear has 2 Purple Seals in the deck, and compared to Scooty's 0. So this obviously is another reason why you would be using your discards instead of holding them for a delayed grat. I think a bit of more of a payoff than just flush.
An Ankh to Bloodstone, perhaps?
Ooh. I think so. We have, like, I mean, it's just another times Molt on Trigger Joker. Not onking it could be very punishing if nothing else shows up. It is white stake, so it's not the best end-all be-all endgame Joker, but definitely could get us early PvPs as well. We also have this telescope. This could be really useful to just get normal flush levels. I wouldn't mind of seeing the blue Joker pick up there, especially when we're playing flushes. A surprising way of getting some extra scores, getting the chips. Scooty will decline and doesn't even pick up the telescope either.
No, the question is Bear going to have even enough money? I guess with still holding that credit card, he will have enough money if he wants to buy that pack, but then he'd have to sell out of the credit card in debt to double the Bloodstone.
Yeah. This is... I mean, right now, it feels like Bear has been at negative money for quite a few rounds this set.
This set, game 1.
Hair level on Burnt Joker, huge. I'll keep saying it.
It's the biggest pair I've ever seen.
Flush level
2
here.
Fibonacci on the flush.
Should be completely fine. Just with
Holding
the
Justice.
Lusty as well. A lot of extra value. Alright, $2. We're gonna open the Spectrum. Guaranteed. We're gonna... No, if we're... Oh, I thought Bear was gonna just buy all. And hope for Wraith. Like, pray for Wraith.
Is a big gamble, that.
Yes. and one that doesn't often like pay off. In fact, like often and not more often than not, you just die because of it.
So we're going to see the same line here. He will come out of it with about what, $7 or $8?
Yes, because
If
I
we
mean these
sell
are pretty
everything.
pricey jokers we're selling. The foil credit card, Fibonacci, and burnt joker. It's not the worst. Our money is okay. The sigil is just. It feels. First of all, we're only playing hard, so 1 in 4 chance for it to be okay is actually gonna skip
skips.
both. Wow, values the fib, values the burnt joker more than having a second bloodstone. Let's see if that pays off or if not. Right now, I have
Scooty
to.
doesn't have a lot of base malt right now.
Yes, we do need the Jupiter levels right now. Of course,
I don't like the seed as much as I did a minute
it's
ago.
a little bit iffy.
Yeah. Yeah, this past ante, there wasn't really too much going on, I feel like.
But I don't mind Scooty's position. Just double bloodstone. If there's nothing better in the seed, or if there's only re-triggers, if we don't find ancient or idol,
That's 3 Fibonacci.
or even
marks to
like a
level
lot
this
of
up.
blasts, this could like be very like just a winning play. And Scooty actually picks up a
Finds a
flush
flush
house. I would not mind running the flush house in here, even risking the glass.
I think I gotta use this.
It's not a red seal glass.
Bear still discarding flushes.
If I have it, I got
Flush levels. Bear loves their flush levels. Bloodstone, I think under average, and the glass broke. Wow. Okay, never mind. Maybe Bloodstone wasn't the only choice.
Right,
Maybe
hearts have left the building.
in reality Bloodstone is bait. I do think 30k is unachievable for Bear though. Got a flush here, but it's of clubs, so there's not going to be any multiplication here.
Oh brother.
We need the publisher play stack to come out with a limited edition precious stones merch set where you can get your own
Yeah.
physical bloodstone and your own
Well, I'm
physical
I'm sacking
rough
this
gem.
round.
Yeah. But if you order the
good.
Bloodstone, there's a 1 in 2 chance that they don't send it. Yeah.
If you buy the rough gem, it comes with a $3.
I think I had
Oh,
the goods in
okay,
my
I
deck,
like
but
that.
I didn't draw them.
That's fair.
Do I?
Dude, Bear did bottom deck a lot of hearts.
I don't know. Let's just use one of them now, and then go.
Right.
If I was gonna,
3 lives to 3
Alrighty.
lives. Rudy will take that life off the back of a little bit of heart flushing. Oh my god, and
Dusk.
Dusk absolutely punishing Bear for not taking the double bloodstone. It's not over yet, of
Negative
course.
Wrathful.
I mean, if Idol is a Wrathful, I thought it was Lusty for a second. If Idol, if Ancient Jokers show up, Bloodstone is not the best Joker in the seed anymore. But right now, Scooty is looking very happy about this. And more re-triggers means Bloodstone's more consistent. Higher chance for it to not completely break, right?
Yeah, but then any retrigger is going to be retriggers for Lusty Joker of Fibonacci. So it depends on how big Scooty's base mult is versus the gains on the retriggers for Bear.
Fortunately, in the blinds, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. Since the score is so low, we are playing wide stake, but Scooty would love to see some, maybe a blue seal, some Jupiter levels. I mean, the telescope would have been an amazing pickup in this situation. I don't know if Scooty had that much money. Well, they have that much money now. Permits from the hallucination.
Yeah, so they just picked up the Tarot Merchant. So going to be seeing a lot more of those tarot cards in the shop. And that can then lead to more glass, more death, more money.
More suns. Look at the
And there's
list.
the Ancient.
Oh, okay. Well, a little less bad for Bear if they can find it, because look at Bear's money right now.
Yeah, he's not rolling down to that.
Negative $4. Bear, of course, loving sitting in debt. Bear has 10 credit cards and has outstanding balances on all of them.
Remember, kids, pay for credit cards in full on time every month.
Yep. will help your credit score as well. Very important. I'm not sure how credit score works in the UK. At least.
We have one, but I don't think it's nearly as predatory as America's version.
Probably a lot of things are not nearly as predatory in the UK compared to America, but we won't go into that here. Here's the flush for Bear. Surely Blood... No, we've got 48 Molt on the Fibonacci. I was going to say surely Bloodstone doesn't betray us, but even if Bloodstone betrays us, we don't care.
And Bear now with 3 glass cards with to Scooty's 0.
That's true.
So,
that's a pretty big difference, especially with Dusk. They're doing... Like, this
2
whole
purple
set
seals.
doing a very good job of keeping up their glass. Will they miss this Ancient, though? That is the question. One more shop to see it, but they haven't re-rolled at all. Scooty does have 2 re-rolls to their name. This ante.
But it's out of sync now on diamonds, so not going to really come into much on this PvP, I expect. A Deja Vu.
Are we? Oh, okay. We have Onk on Ancient Joker now. No, but we can't Onk. We have Dusk, sorry. It's definitely got to be Deja Vu. I wouldn't mind seeing it on a face card instead. Oh, Scooty will take the purple seal
on a 2.
Really? No purple seal, no red seal in the deck. Signs for the purple seal instead.
Interesting. Like, normally we see players put it on cards that you want to see because then you want to make copies of those.
Yeah.
But he goes for just an off 2, and so it's not really a card you want to make more copies of, which is something I used to do as like a brand new player. I was like, oh, I want to discard this. I'll put it on a 2 so I have discard it and it's a free discard. Whereas then later on you learn actually you want to make copies of your strong cards, so put your purple seals on your kind of Jack of Hearts if you've got one, because then you've got 2 Jack of Hearts with purple seals, which is better than just 1 purple seal on a random 2.
Absolutely. Just doubles down on the value you get from death. I mean, especially potent if you're like you've got a purple seal on glass, right? Because now you can choose whether you want to discard it for that hero value or play it for that strength value. That is a good line. Bear could Onk Dusk if they see Ancient at the shop. They will, however, roll into this, and this Onk is not really pickable because we don't know Ancient is coming. I think this might just be a Deja Vu for Bear.
Yeah, they're at -$7 right now, so I don't even think if even with perfect information, if they aren't that Dusk, they might just have enough money to do the rolls, but I don't know if they'd even be able to afford it.
That's true. If Bear rolled saw Ancient, could they even buy it once they use the Onk? Because then they would lose credit cards, so you would have to get up to $8 total.
Yeah, so there's no path there without the credit card. They could copy the credit card and have -$40 to work with.
And then you roll
That is how
again
2
and
credit
you
cards
refund
work.
the dust. Huge. I was surprised because Scooty did take the purple seal over the red seal, but I think especially Bear has 2 purple seals in his deck. I would imagine this is a pretty easy red seal on a queen. Is it possible that Bear is thinking about double Dusk?
No, we take the Deja Vu on the Queen of Hearts.
Will miss the Ancient, so now Bear's down Ancient and a second Bloodstone.
Yo,
Hello
did you get
again.
that Dusk?
I did.
That was a nice first shot.
Scooty here
It
just
was,
gonna discard straight through diamonds, not even give it a second thought.
I'm always like saying something after
Look
the
for those
PvP,
hearts.
and then some
The
joker
deck
spawns in the
if
first
Scooty
shop,
had
and I,
more
like,
diamonds, I could see
like,
going
I
with
can't
it,
say
but at the
lose
moment,
my train of
like,
thought. Yeah.
has 5
Yeah.
diamonds left in the deck. Very
Oh, yeah,
unlikely they
I-
even make the flush of diamonds.
I totally forgot the erratic nature of what's going on right now.
Absolutely. Some wild cards
Like,
could be very beneficial if Scooty can find them.
I should
No
maybe
more aces
full
or
discard 'cause I
queens
got-
of hearts, so he can't make a flush house here.
That's a bit
I
unfortunate.
like I really gotta get.
Is he going to discard?
He is. There is one more ace. Oh, he was going for the last ace. It looked like there was one more. I wonder if our UI was a
all
little
the
bit
purples
off.
are gone. Okay.
Here's the flush.
I'm
3
always gonna
lucky
play you,
cards.
otherwise
Not a
I would
flush
make you
house, and the
roll.
base mold right now is only
Dang,
level
I
2
don't
flush.
think I hit what I wanted to hit.
Of
I
course,
wonder
no Fibonacci on these.
Depending on the
Should I keep
bloodstones,
the
that
steel?
this could
Okay,
be like.
fine.
In fact, I think this is bear favored. Did the lucky hit?
I want to fish harder than this, but I can't.
No lucky hits. Very
48K.
few bloodstone procs, if I saw correctly.
Look
So
like
not an
too
insurmountable
At
score
least one
here.
more heart,
And-
please.
Bear has this glass in hand. They have 2 glass.
Okay, good.
Alright,
This
let's
is
see that
guaranteed
dust
to be a
hand.
bear win if they use their glass.
I like having dust because in the PvPs, it's like you're scoring like no points.
And they're gonna
you have
get
no
$3.
clue what the opponent's about to get.
Oh yeah. Anytime I'm in a multiplayer game and like my opponent's first hand is like 60 points.
Are you playing the
and
lucky
second
10
hand
or
is
are you
100,
playing the Fibonacci
I'm
5?
You're like,
Five.
oh no.
Fibonacci 5 would be
I'm
worth
so
more. I
scared.
think I would actually drop the glass
Put the
4
lucky
and
in.
play the
No, play
the
the
Fibonacci
Fibonacci.
5. I think it would win with 1 glass. Level
I don't know if
5
I need
flush
2
level
glass here.
for Bear 2,
I'll
way
just
better
use
than
that.
level 2 flush for Scooty.
Alright, here it comes.
Yeah, they really got value from that burnt
See.
joker.
It's incredible. They still have Burn Joker too. Yeah,
One
way
glass break,
overshoots.
4.3
Alright.
million.
Big
Did not,
numbers.
maybe didn't even need either glass.
Yeah, it's the potential is super.
It's hard to gauge because you do have Bloodstone. You have to rely on the Bloodstone procs as well. But yeah, double glass, way overkill for Bear. Unfortunately, only loses the glass 4, but not the Fibonacci one.
Yeah, but like it really is this thing that Scooty just has base flush value and nothing else. So his base is so small that even after retriggering at 1.5x 10 times, it's not gaining as much value as kind of these huge amounts gained from Fibonacci into Bloodstone and Glass.
Of course, Bloodstone not locking in that time for Scooty, it looked like.
Now actually has the flush house available though, and another death in hand. So flush house obviously starts with a much higher base on its multiplier. So it's equivalent of having about what 4 levels in flush or something.
Maybe even more.
Oh, his flush house is level 3. So
Oh my gosh, actually Scooty's been doing a lot of work on Flush House. No wonder he was going for it in the PvP. It was just so much better than playing a flush. He was willing to risk missing the flush entirely. Okay, so if Scooty can make their Flush House, they're definitely in a good spot. 180k. Of course, I was with no glass. Here's a Deja Vu.
Jack of Hearts, then strength that into a queen to match the others. Ancient is in sync with Bloodstone, so
Oh,
there
wait, we
might be a world where we
skip?
skip.
It makes sense, right? Because if we right now our Ancient cannot hit for the PvP, so I could see the skip here. We're on 2 lives. There's more to do, but we actually have very good tarots to skip into the PvP, right? Because we have the death up top. I wouldn't mind the
Does
skip,
not
but
do it.
Scooty will not.
Maybe trying to get that level from Space Joker.
Let's see, but like, if we're playing flush, or if we're playing flush houses, basically we're only playing 1, right? So 1 in 4 chance. If we were spamming
Yeah.
flushes, it would be a different story. But
But he gets a high card level.
high
so
card level, huge. It'll be very important for our pivot into high card. Did say it was a high card seed when we started.
You did make that joke, yep.
What do you mean joke? I was being serious. I understand not skipping as well. We have the Magician up top, so this Dusk has like a lot of expected value here. Another flush house. Come on, Space Joker, let's do it.
Denied.
Unfortunate. Very
Yeah,
unfortunate.
cash proc though, from a lucky
Ooh.
card.
Very nice.
And yeah, 21 million now. Well clearing of the 4 million
Yeah.
that Bear put up last time.
It
so.
really does depend.
Oh, oops, all 6s!
Oh no! Okay.
Goodbye, Space
Wow.
Joker.
Space
But, yeah,
Joker has
even-
to go. It has to go because it's just the worst Joker on the roster. Even though it works with
Then it
Oops.
becomes a 2 and 4.
Yeah,
You get
Like,
your
we-
flush house levels.
we can't get rid of
It's
Ancient
free real
because
estate.
if Ancient ever hits hearts, like, it's just so good. I wonder if Scooty is thinking about selling the Ancient for a Space Joker. Please, no, Scooty. You can't do this.
He can hear you. It's fine.
Okay, now these double Bloodstones are looking really good. And when Bear sees this, oops, all sixes, he may be kicking himself for not taking that early onk on the Bloodstone.
There's a Sun card.
We'll take a Sun card. Good word. It'll do. More fours makes our flush house a little bit more likely. We can play aces, queens, and fours. I mean, Bear doing well on the flush levels, but now that we're playing another flush house level for Scooty. Now that we're playing flush houses on Scooty's side, and they're more reliable, could be a big problem. Bear won't see the... Oh no, Bear's not gonna see the oops all sixes. They have no money. It's right
still
at
got his
it's
credit
the
card.
reroll after this, I think. Sell all. We have to hermit. You don't know it, Bear, but there's a oops all sixes under this reroll.
And Empress on some aces. And he's still going into debt.
Yep. Like, we've seen two hermits. Obviously, Scooty used both of them for a lot of effect and a lot of money. Bear, I mean, look at the money spent right now. It's 246 versus 110. Bear's income
Yeah, and,
this entire set has been very, very lacking.
I've been where Bear is, where you're in debt and you just don't ever feel
Oh my
like
god.
you can
Oh
escape
my
it.
god, he was almost about to roll. I could smell the roll. No. All right, this is looking really bad for Bear. No oop, down an oops, down a bloodstone, down an ancient.
Man,
Still
I'm
up a
liking
life,
this feed.
so he's
That's
got
true.
some
Yeah.
time.
There's some
Maybe
some fun
there's
stuff.
like
Oh no.
Diet Cola into a skip tag that
No,
just
that's
really
not what I
rallies him
wanted
some
to
money, because
Okay.
right now
I mean,
Scooty is
you've
not
been
going to
beating
sell
me,
anything
so-
to take a Diet Cola.
Okay, yep. We can see the lines. Not only is this like dice like amazing with the bloodstone, it's econ, right?
Yeah,
we have
fair enough.
multiple lucky cards.
Oh yeah,
Just $20.
Scooty did put the lucky card after all the bloodstone proccers, but that's fine.
Like, yeah, I could have sold this.
And I wouldn't mind the
that.
lovers on this red
That
seal
would've
right
been,
now. It would help us make our
what,
flush house,
$6? And, a
and
hermit
it
would be
works for
plus
ancient
6.
no matter what.
Well, and then the next hermit, but like I don't know, the next hermit's gonna be there. Anyway,
so we need to
I
get
probably should have tried.
Man,
do-
I've got
we
this
do find the
one
ace
left.
single
We do
purple
have the-
seal, and I don't think I've seen it one time.
Yeah, the Wrathful could go to the left.
Yeah, the cards do.
That's
like to
honestly
hide
not that
second
big
edition.
of a
I know.
deal. We've got our flush house level, right? The extra 3 molt isn't that big. Especially if we hit a lucky proc. I mean,
One
here's our
large.
dusk hand.
Oh no.
I don't know if Bear's even gonna get anywhere close to this with their best hand.
Hold on, I got
I
9
shouldn't
hearts
expect so.
and-
Not when we've got guaranteed double bloodstone
Give me
procs
one.
every time.
Double bloodstone, double red
And-
seal.
Four ancient procs.
All right, that's
It's just a
not
casual
bad.
2.9
Wow.
billion.
Honestly, it's a little low. I thought it would be higher.
I don't think.
It's just the lack of glass and just the bloodstones being 1.5s.
I don't
And
think
you
I
know
can
what?
touch that with
Scooty
just
didn't
that
get
growth
any money
slower.
from that. I think they may have gotten
No?
$120 proc in the whole scheme of things, but they didn't get as much as like you would expect with dice
No,
dust. right?
definitely not. Alright, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna reach that one.
At least another flush level for Bear, but it's a little bit too little when your opponent's playing flush houses.
All right, 2 to 2.
Yeah,
Yep,
he's going
good
to need
luck.
a really good line now because he has $4.
There's a hermit in the shop which he can't use. Oh, it's so bad.
We
What?
have to get out of this burnt joker into business card or something.
Definitely the business card has to come in. Like, we need some econ. The Burn Joker, obviously we've got flush levels. We don't need it anymore. Business card for Scooty, because they have Tarot Merchant. They saw a little bit later.
Yeah, I guess gave it a moment's thought just because he has the oops or sixes, it would be guaranteed income. But this seed did not see that many face cards, though he is on queens for his flush houses.
Yeah. The only problem is Scooty simply has nowhere to put those.
No, there's nothing you'd sell for that right now.
Yeah. I mean, Bear has plenty of cards that need to get replaced. It's actually going to start selling so they can use this Hermit.
He's just going to hold the Hermit
Gonna
until he
hold it.
gets to his cap out
Yeah.
on $20.
Makes sense to me.
At least that's his hope. Especially with Dusk at the end of the round. Should be able to get a decent number of procs.
Flush house on Scooty's side. Are we going to get money here? $20 already. Huge income gap.
Where's the lucky cat?
we couldn't put Lucky Cat anywhere on it. It needs to be negative Lucky Cat. Right now,
What's in this mega buffoon pack? Sock and Buskin.
is it? Oh, it is. Oh, okay. What are we doing now?
Ancient's gone.
Yes.
Is it?
Something has to go. But I don't know what, because like the sock makes Ancient better, right?
Yeah, but it makes 2 Bloodstones twice as better. Does it? I don't know.
That sounds right. Maybe. The
like,
only problem right now, which I don't think is that big of a problem, is that our glass is susceptible to breaking. Right now, we don't have any glass. But more importantly, we can just not play the glass until we get to the PvP, right? We just use it for a knockout.
With the Sock and Buskin, with the Ancient Joker, there's like a 1 in 4 chance that we get a suit that we're happy with. And if we miss hearts, we're not still doing very much with the other 3 suits. We've got a couple of wild cards.
Yeah.
But we really kind of just want to lean into the hearts we have rather than like the diamonds we don't.
I can agree. I would like to have seen Scooty playing those lucky cards with the sock. He had 2 lucky jacks that weren't hearts. He could have just played it as a pair. It wouldn't have won because we're not playing through Bloodstone, but I mean with the dice that was a lot of money that we left on the table.
Well, Bear now does have some money, does find the Sock and Buskin,
Okay.
takes the smiley face with that. It's maybe if he gets a little bit more glass. He's got some purple seals that could be out there. There's a Hermit. For the first time today, Bear has money.
Surely not the first time today. Maybe first time this game.
For the first time today, for the first time this week, Bear has money.
I think a $20 hit on another $20 hit on Scooty's side. Another $20 hit. $90 on Scooty's side.
It's 20. Oh, and there is a seltzer.
Oh, and I don't think Bear will be seeing the seltzer. But what are we selling for seltzer? No, there's nothing to sell for seltzer. It's simply just worse. You could sell like sock for seltzer because you have aces, but it will just build out of aces. We cannot take the seltzer. It's not better than Bloodstones or Oops.
No, maybe if your opponent was on 1 life and you were kind of going all in on that last round, but there's still too much game left to play.
The thing is, it's the only card it's better than is Sock because it re-triggers non-face cards. Because it's weaker than the Bloodstones and the Oops, I think. So yeah, if our opponent was on 1 life and we weren't built into face cards like we are, then of course we pick it up. But in this case, I don't see the need to. I would like to see a Sun.
You get your wish. And
I don't think we need Alter. Death is very good for Bear's side. Another lucky card. We basically both players are relying. No, Bear does have business card, and Scooty will wisely skip the seltzer. I mean, we're basically full build on Jokers until we find an ectoplasm, right? Seltzer's back. A second Seltzer. Justice. Okay.
Oh, and a brainstorm.
Oh, okay. Now this is weird. No, Brainstorm. This time Brainstorm has to come. And it comes in for, I guess,
Oh, and
Bloodstone?
Bear finds an oops, but it's. Oh no, he still has his Bloodstone, and his business card.
It has
So
to
he's
be-
gonna get value out of this oops.
Yeah.
Sells the business card.
Is really relying on the showman to find a leg up.
Finds another showman.
That's what we
Sells
like to
showman
see.
to
I
buy
think,
showman.
I think
because
that's the correct, because
we
there's
hate
some
money.
like weird mechanic with buying a showman, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. So
Oh,
Scooty
yeah,
does
I've
sell
not
the
heard of that.
Dusk or the Brainstorm. I think the better play actually was the Bloodstone, because then you can choose what to copy. You can either copy
But
the
it was
Bloodstone
like,
or
they
just get
didn't
more
do much
re-triggers.
for
but-
me. As far
I mean,
as,
either
like,
way, this
replacing
is something
another
that
really good Joker.
Bear does not have and would really
Yeah.
like. I'm actually not sure. I think it is sell the Bloodstone. I mean, like now, see, look, it looks a little bit awkward because our lucky aces don't do anything. They don't re-trigger. I still would like to see Scooty playing the aces as hands.
I think I gotta really look for these face cards.
Yeah, like he discarded trip aces earlier and then played a pair of threes.
That's
It's like
that really scary score I was talking about.
that could have been the other way
Scooty-
around, and you got so much
Yeah.
more value.
Scooty has her best hand now. I think they only have 2 red seal jacks in the deck.
Man,
So
oh,
we
no.
put 1 glass
Correct.
on this, secure the win, set our opponent down to 1 life. Also, another thing, if we had just played the aces, we could have forced turn order. So we would know if we needed to play glass here.
Well, we're not even worrying about the glass.
Yeah,
so
we're
it
just
seems.
shoving the flush house.
And again, that Wrathful Joker should be on the left.
That's true. The Wrathful on the left would be a little bit extra score.
Like, even if it's just like a 0.5%, if your opponent suddenly has a big build that's doing similar things to you, especially because when you and your opponent are both on the same seed, it's those little things that will make the difference at some point.
Yeah.
Probably not this point, but
I mean,
it's
we've
something that you could be doing differently.
like in Major League Balatro, we've seen so many games come down to like a fraction of a score. So like every small detail does matter.
$20.
Okay, big.
This could have been much
So-
better.
I believe we know Scooty's just going to. The flush house levels are incomparable to what
But it's okay.
Bear's putting out. Triple glass, actually. But we have 2 bloodstones. I
Does
mean,
it score
I
that
just
much?
doubt it, right?
I kind of have no clue what numbers we're working with
Yeah, I
anymore.
have no clue.
Yeah, just
The plus 20
one
on
face card
second.
here.
$53 million versus $22
Alright.
billion.
Not
I
quite.
don't think Bear lost a
Alright,
single
good
glass
luck.
card at least.
Good
He's
luck.
got 2 in the deck right
Yeah.
now.
See if it updates to show that if they broke. I think neither broke, which is very important when we risk our red seal glass. But now Bear needs to find something. This showman could show up. I mean, if we get if we get a second bloodstone, we basically evened up with Scooty essentially, because we'll have 2 re-triggers, 2 bloodstones, and 1 dice, whereas Scooty has Brainstorm, 1 re-trigger, and then 2 bloodstones, which tends to be better than better looking at the re-trigger. Can't use hack here. Of course, if Scooty gets more glass, and that could be a different story.
Yeah, they're holding this justice, so they've
What
got
am-
some time.
I wouldn't mind using it on this red seal jack right now.
Yeah, especially if we're going to be discarding purple seals. Like, sure, you might find death, but it might be justice in the queue if you're not blocking it.
Be
Whereas
worried
tower is
about,
good for nothing.
Maybe wants to use that red seal jack in case they don't redraw another, but they did draw
But
another.
they're holding one.
It's possible that they might just hold justice for the PvP.
Maybe. Golden ticket.
Ooh, Baron.
Only 2 gold cards.
Huge high card seed. We have 1 king in the
One
deck.
king.
We started with 1 king in the deck because it was erratic. Insane high card seed. Oh, we're gonna skip it. I don't think we can take the ticket either. Plus our luckies are money.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 gold cards is not worth the golden ticket right now. And this Tarot Merchant pickup from Scooty's side from about 40 minutes ago is just putting in so much work for him in getting even more economy, if nothing else.
Hermits into temperances over and over. I mean, even finding like some of the justices. The Tarot Merchant definitely paying off here. At the moment, since Bear is behind the Tarot Merchant, we're just gonna see less deaths, less ability to fix the deck, where Bear's already behind on deck fixing.
And if we look at the rerolls right now, Scooty rerolled 17 times, Bear 5.
Oh man.
Like, we know that in the next, like, he's got 2 shops left to see, but in the next 10 rolls, there's nothing that Scooty has seen that is going to be a difference maker for Bear.
Well, the showman could show something, right? It could be an uncommon that was blocked.
Absolutely, I had forgotten Showman does his thing.
It has to be a Showman Hail Mary on Bear's side.
In cinemas, March 20th, Ryan Gosling tries to run a circus.
Flush or Bear. Scooty just quickly clicking the reroll button. There's nothing. Fine, we're full build. We just need Death or Fool for another Justice. And yeah, Scooty held the Justice for the entire time, aiming to use it on the final PvP, not even wanting to risk not finding their glass base card. They do have a 51 card deck, so it was possible to bottom deck very easily.
Back with glass 3 in deck.
That's tough. Is it worth giving up the Showman? Looks like Bear thinks so. It is another retrigger on glass. And another retrigger on any Bloodstone hits.
Maybe 3 rerolls left. Maybe. Unless you get a bunch of lucky procs.
I mean, we picked up Hack. Surely we're going to get even more lucky procs. I don't know how many Hack cards are in the are lucky in the deck. We'll get Magician here. Never mind, it's World. It's useless.
Desperately trying to hold on to this gold 9.
Needs even more money. It might be less expected value to hold on to it because we're going to miss out on lucky cards. We have dice. Bear desperately rolling, or desperately searching. We do find the Magician off the Emperor, which this may be Bear's last big blind of this set. All right, lucky cards, lock in. $120.
$20.
Okay. We can see from the shop rerolls, Bear was gonna need a lot more than $20. Is the ticket in the Baron? The Baron?
Another glass. Put it on the 4.
I think we have since we have Sock on the Queen is right too. I think our best hand is simply just
to whatever
flush,
was the most
right?
recent purchase was.
We can buy this Jupiter, but we can't use it because of our full queue. Okay, Bear doesn't care. Not a Care Bear here. Probably gonna roll down. Fortunately, there's just nothing in the shop that can help him. Yeah, it does not.
Disrespectful not to buy Jimbo.
Hello.
Check out this.
Yo.
I think I got a little
Possibly
better.
final.
Brady
There
probably
were
did.
a lot of good jokers. I feel like
possibly doing a lot
My
of heavy
build
lifting
is
there.
kind of maxed out right now,
Not out of it yet. I mean, there could be
at least for what I'm going for. So
I don't know what there could be. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm okay at like finding the Hail Mary lines, because I get put into awful situations like this often. But in this situation, I don't know. Maybe death into death on Red Seal Queen, and then Scooty reads a bit too much, looking for the flush house and misses it. They don't have flush house yet. They might not hit their flush. 2 jacks in the bottom 4.
They find it.
They find a flush house. Possible.
And they get some more lucky.
One more
The
lucky
boots.
proc. Could work. And I mean, like, the flush house levels are just
Need to know what fool's on.
what level 4 flush house. Look at the base.
Flush level doesn't matter.
all right, well. I'm
And
about to see my
Bear
final
has
hand.
forced turn order.
All right, let's see it.
Well, I mean, it was
gonna get
always
the
going to
bad
be this
news.
hand for Scooty. Extra glass. Is this Scooty's first glass card of this game?
Oof. Big number.
2E11.
Mhm.
Fantasy fans are happy.
Hopefully you can't beat that, because I don't know if I can get much better.
Okay, this would be a flush house, which is a little worse, but it's not a huge deal.
Let me just.
The thing is,
Oh,
really
I
wanna
had
get to
Bear this
three.
week.
Oh.
I discard this.
Dang. It's gonna be a bad week for me.
I can see like 8 more cards. It should be
Sorry,
impossible.
I got
to
Edsy on
miss that
Thursday.
hard.
Wait, you're betting against yourself?
No.
Okay, we got it.
Bear does find their
And maybe
best
more?
hand. It's 4 glass. Maybe can find something off of this purple seal. Nope, it's just a
No.
tower. 2.14 E11 is the score to
okay.
beat, but a little too
Queen
far out
and
of
the
reach, I
pack
think.
cards have the same number of re-triggers, so we just throw in like this guy. And that actually goes first. This definitely seems close to an E. I think I have this, right? Oh god. I
Does it?
might, but then everything breaks.
4 glass
Alright,
on the
I'm giving this a
re-triggers.
shot.
All right,
It's really
might have
close to
it.
2.4 E11.
let's see it.
No,
Not
it is
all.
not. It was 7.3 E10. It was
Ah, you
close,
doubled the
kind of close.
bloodstone.
At times,
was,
like
yeah.
2.5 would have
I
done it.
wanted to, but I didn't
Yeah,
have
it's
enough
certainly
money there
the
to,
best he
like,
put
come
up all
back
day,
from
and he
anything.
did good to rally back with what he had. For
And then
sure.
I-
Yeah, I had.
GG's.
I think I already
We
was
will take
building
this
a decent amount of
set
luckies,
2-1.
so I
And
just,
this is
like,
Scooty really
did
needed
and
this
then
win,
hoped
right?
the luckies
They
would
were
hit.
near the bottom, off the below the top
yeah.
6 cutoff for the playoffs. So
Yeah,
taking
that's
the
gonna
win
be nice.
here
That
can
makes
get
a
them
lot
had
of
a
sense.
to a
decent
much better
flush
position.
house going.
Oh, okay.
Qualify for playoffs.
I ended up with flush levels from a burnt Joker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had the burn joker as well, but I had, what was it, delayed gratification. So I was like, I just got rid of burn
Well,
joker.
the
'cause all
stats on the
money
back
from
end updated
gratification was better.
immediately, so we can see
Okay,
Scooty
yeah,
now
I made
I
the
think that's
sixth
how I built up
place
money.
on the Bloodstone division
I,
with 10 points, 3 matches
Yeah.
won,
I got
knocking
into
out
that again with a credit
Halion
card.
down to 7th
which
place.
I do-
saw the credit card.
Although
I do
they're
all
both
the
on 10
time 'cause,
points,
like,
so
usually
It's
you get
good.
And
one
Halion
lucky
and
card
Sizak
hit,
Halion
like,
hasn't
one
much
lucky
in
hand
hand
and
to
you're
play
fine.
this week.
yeah.
But
So,
I just got stuck with
Keep
no
an eye
money
out for
so
them.
long,
Neither player
and I'm
of
sure
these
that's why I missed
two
the
players wants to
brainstorm, too.
like not make playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, there
Sizak,
was-
of course, like
it was
very
the
experienced in
one
the Balatro
before,
multiplayer.
like, I
Had a little
got
bit of a
Sock
rough
and
start because
Buskin.
they faced against like Doc.
Or I had the
But,
dust, got the sock
definitely
and
we can
Buskin,
expect
and
him
then
to
saw
put out a good
a
showing.
seltzer, and
Yeah,
then it
with
was like
with
2
Halion and
rolls after the
Sizak playing
seltzer.
each
I
other,
don't know if you saw
whoever
the seltzer.
wins
No, I
will
didn't
take
even
that
get to
6th
the
place
seltzer.
spot over Scooty,
Okay.
and Scooty will drop back down.
Yeah, just
so
with all the re-triggers
it's
and all
going to be
my
a bit of a
luckies, I
roller
was
coaster week
making
for him.
so much money each hand.
Yeah, I wasn't having great luck with the.
Almost 3 times difference. One more
the lucky
glass.
cards
Yes, one more glass would have
It
made
took,
it.
it took a while.
Because
for
a
them to
glass
start
is
going
times
off.
4. If it was on a hacker's
Well
side.
played. Good
Yeah,
ga-
GG's.
Good games.
All right, GG's.
All right, well, good luck
How,
rest of the season.
That is going to be our game.
Yeah,
Thank
how-
you ever so much for casting with me, Edsy. I
Of course,
appreciate
it's
it.
always
a
a
lot.
pleasure, Gothic. Good luck on your
I'll
MLBA game on Thursday.
Yeah, you too. I hope your opponent doesn't give you too much trouble.
We'll see. I know my opponent has hands, so I'm sure it will be a good game.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of leguming for fans to enjoy.
I like never legume.
Oh, I heard that guy you're playing does it all the time. Or maybe he's leguming about leguming right now.
Is there another game going on at 6
There was a
p.m.?
game concurrent to ours.
There was one concurrent. I imagine that they finished a little sooner than us because Bear's on the slower side.
Yeah, there's no game going on in the room right now.
Looks like one is going to happen at 6 p.m. Sizak and Raffle will cast it. Ooh. But it is between Nandre versus Nito. But I'm also out. Gonna head out for the night.
All right, have a good night, Edsy, and I will see you on Thursday.
Hi, Gothic. See ya on Thursday. Alright, so that's it for me. Fun casting. Very interesting game. Scooty showed up, got that clean Onked Bloodstone win. And definitely Scooty putting in a lot of, like, I would say across the set probably outplayed Bear in terms of money. Which was very important. Hold on. Check forehead? What are you talking about? If someone were to be interested in commentating, where could they inquire about it? Asking for a friend, of course. I think you can do it through the Balatro multiplayer Discord. For Major League Balatro, it's a little different, right? Because it's handpicked by Zeno. No, it's a little different because we're like using most of the casters are just Major League Balatro players, and sometimes we also get people who are like very I guess part of the community or like very like experts in the community. But give Edsy 100 subs. Can't promise anything. But if you want to cast just normal BMP games, sometimes there's going to be weekly tournaments. Just check out the Balatro multiplayer Discord. I don't know which area, like you could just ask in like the general chats about how you can like start casting, because there's always weeklies happening every week. It's not Major League Balatro, but it's like normal multiplayer, and they're always looking for casters. I do know Cole K was on. I talked to him before. Yeah, Cole K does cast. Oh yeah, you're well, exactly. There you go, Joey. I was talking about more about MLB. Oh, that's, I mean, that one you have to like go bother Zeno about it, I would assume, but I mean, obviously just bothering him outright seems weird. That one I can't say else. I mean, if you know Cole K, and maybe you can get it in via Cole K into Zeno instead of just like outright asking Zeno, because it like obviously if someone comes to you going like, hey, can I cast, and Zeno doesn't know you, and it's like, do I know you? Either way, I'm out. Peace. We'll be back tomorrow. Okay, so here's the plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow I am casting first at 12:30 p.m. EST, so that's 4 hours before this time. I will be casting Yen vs Bob. This is the playoffs of Season 5